doll.
Get it out of the trash.
Now we're just in the trash.
Okay, I'm going to grab myself a pencil. Are you using this pencil?
If everybody else is bringing new characters, I'm bringing a new character.
I have a new character I could bring in, but I have a feeling this
Tonight is a TPK.
I have a feeling this person would actually side with our thief and help him with the book. So
I want to bring in my teenager.
Oh, it'd be kind of funny if we
Donald?
started.
I want to bring in Donald.
I think it'd be funny if we started a
But
second
doesn't-
campaign of all the backup characters, and they're like, "Oh man, buddy, you had a rough life. Let me help you with that thing." They just side with the thief the entire way, and we get into a schizophrenic fight where Torn's like, "You're a bad person," and then the guy's like, "I'm just trying to help good, honest folk," and he gets his teeth punched out.
Torn has to go and save Spriggan.
I know. I know.
No one's called Spriggan
assuming
in a while.
Spriggan is still
That's because
alive.
Grady hasn't been here in a while.
That's true. Nobody has that.
Nobody else can cast message.
That you know. Yeah, no. Torn like, Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, I'm a wizard.
Wait a minute. I'm a muscle wizard.
I'm
that
such-
means.
The brain is a muscle.
I'm such a silly head. I've been a wizard this whole time. Just made you all think I was a fighter.
Oh yes, School
The
of
great-
Illusion. I can do
Greatest
that.
illusion wizard ever. That would be so cool.
I just need to update the.
Illusion yourself a different class.
that'd be awesome.
Actually, I have a card. One of the magic cards, but so far, someone did pull it. In the latest Night Out game in a dream sequence because we were missing people. And anyway, and it swaps your body with the nearest player. So kind of like the whole what the Eager's Realm thing. It's still kind of that. So on one hand, it's like you're still a fighter and you can't cast spells, but you're still in this body
Yeah.
that's awful. And then, but unless it's racial spells, like you have those, but you're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I sneeze and I got somebody stabbed me. I sneeze and he's on fire now. What's going on?
I don't know how to use this.
And then you have like the tiefling wizard is in the human fighter's body. Like, oh man, I feel great. He stabbed me. Aha! Shoot! I don't, how does this work? And there were some good times. It said the nearest player at the moment was a potted plant.
No! No!
Yes.
So somebody else got a wish and wished he wasn't a potted plant? No, he didn't wish he wasn't a potted plant. He wished he was back in his own body, which forced the original person back into the potted plant. And we had a time that night.
Sounds like it.
I realized that by giving Donald the folk hero background, he gets a metal pot in his inventory. It's like, yes! Metal pot.
Does he have a
I'll
log for
take
weapons?
this.
Does he have a log for weapons? I've never seen one of these
back on the
before.
farm. Never seen these back on the farm before.
Grady said he'll be here in like 10 minutes. He's a liar.
Oh,
Well, I
he's
mean,
actually coming tonight?
yeah.
Wow.
But I find it actually quite Gregory. So what happened last night? The Kraken. Oh!
Have you not told him what happened?
I told him a bit of what happened.
Okay.
But also, like, I need him here so I can start the idea. So.
Start the thing.
Start the thing.
Oh yes, and today's Vilberg's funeral.
Alright, we need to be the loot.
We kinda, sorta.
Not really.
Kinda.
We need to
sorta.
officially divvy the loot.
Currently, Nikki is holding everything as per the will. But
Yes.
Kind of want the cloak, but I don't want to give it to a future NPC.
I want the cloak!
You can take the cloak. I'll steal it from you.
If you let me keep the cloak, I will give you the cloak I found in the Kraken's stomach.
I'm gonna take that. Thank you.
behind you, there's. The
You didn't
will.
recognize
Grab
it, so...
Okay. I did not recognize it.
Sue did.
Sue would have.
Sue did not.
I was tired.
I and thus story opportunities were missed.
Oh right.
It
yeah.
was the
so,
end of the session,
hang on.
and
No,
I
to
was
be
like, wait,
fair-
who are we talking about now?
To be fair, if we had all just come off a Kraken fight, you're probably not going to recognize a slightly worn, soggy, torn up cloak of your dear friend who died.
She should have recognized it when I almost said his last name.
You know, it
That's
was really
fair.
sad because I went back and I looked through my list of people I know. I'm like, oh, his last name's Argos. I should
Yeah.
have known that.
So,
Yeah.
anyway,
Once again,
Like I say,
we're all
I
drained
don't
from
know
the
that
Kraken
because
fight.
I forgot about that. But Sue would have remembered that.
all right. So
Ignorance
Go
is
over
the
the
last
sack,
one
right?
that's in
yes,
control.
that wrote the whole thing.
That's amazing.
That's right,
So there's
Rowan,
a
it's
cap
a
of
good-
water breathing.
Yes.
I was just like,
Savin does not need that, and Nikki doesn't need that.
The
A
what?
headband of intellect. Eve just wants that, but
But
Nikki's
Nikki's
going
keeping
to
it.
probably keep that because it'll bump her spell save DC or her arrow save DCs up.
Mm-hmm.
Not that apparently mattered, but anyway.
actually, it just doesn't want it. Because
Uh,
doesn't it just bump it up to 20?
19.
19. He's at 18, so it wouldn't change his
Okay.
intelligence at all.
But you'd be technically smarter anyway. Cloak of
Not
Protection,
right.
which is a +1 to all saves and a +1 to AC.
I need that.
He just likes that because
My
you know,
AC's 12.
he likes having
My
high
future
AC.
AC is fine.
Because
Yeah,
I could
7.
stack the cloak.
Dwarf-
7 needs to get.
I can stack the cloak with
Dwarf
his
of belt
gauntlets.
kind.
Dwarf of belt kind.
Belt of Dwarven kind.
You take them off and whip
your
people with them.
con goes up by 1. You get the dwarvish poison resistances. You can read, write, speak dwarvish. You have advantage on checks. Oh, Jim's wants that. Anyway,
Yeah. I was gonna say. Hey.
I'll just put that on and beard.
Beard.
So, baby, what do you
I
think?
put that on and I become Infinity War Captain America.
Hey, you could get a dwarven thrower then.
Yes.
+1 great axe, which Rowan already has. 5 +2 arrows, which Nikki has claimed, and +5 2 arrows now. +2. 5 +2
5
bolts,
+ 2 bolts,
which you
which I
have. A decanter of endless water, and a potion of superior healing.
Unlimited obsidian.
Yes! We will build a gate to the nether.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh man, if only the Cult of Clyde had that.
Gosh.
All right, so
Oh yeah, by the way, my backup character is Clyde. In his ascended form.
Does that mean I can bring
I'd
Trevor
be
back?
totally down for that.
So I was in this like hippie free love grandma commune, and I want to leave, please. Get me out of here. So cap of water breathing. Who's gonna?
Seems
I
a little
totally
redundant
need a
thing
cap
to
of
have.
water breathing.
Don't.
Right, you are pretty crippled in the water.
I know.
It's like
Does it give you a swim speed?
it does not give a swim.
Okay,
So
I
you
don't
should
want
breathe
this
into
to
just
happen
water
ever.
breathing.
Okay.
No, thank you.
If no one else wants it, I'll take it.
Nope.
Yeah, it might just be a good thing to have in the party.
Yeah.
Tori, weren't you one of the people who got a mask of water breathing though?
He has his own.
Oh, it's true. I do
You have a
Oh
mask.
yeah, everyone has the mask of water breathing at this point.
So we don't need the
shark
cap.
skin mask.
Shark skin
Shark
mask.
skin
yeah.
mask.
No, it's just a shark head.
I imagine like a mempo with the rune stone like right over the mouth like a rebreather.
Yeah.
Right, anyway.
So yeah, I imagine it's just Bowser Jr.'s bandana.
Nikki's keeping the headband. Yeah, cloak of protection and the belts are the 2 big ticket items at the moment.
Savage should get the cloak, and if none of the other players want the belt, I'll take the belt.
Yeah.
Because they appear to be pretty nice to have,
Yeah.
and
You could just, not shave.
it's instant.
Well,
And who knows,
it's overnight.
I could be one of those white people who can't grow beards.
Like me.
I feel for you, bud. When Zach came over,
Yeah.
my first thought was that is a magnificent beard.
Oh, yeah.
Not even kidding.
Um,
Do
Instantly
either of those
jealous.
require attunement?
I don't know off the top.
You were jealous too, weren't you? You wanted a beard.
Oh yes, I was the most jealous out of everyone. That is what I want. No. Yeah.
Belt of
I
dwarven
think the
kind.
belt requires
Attunement.
attunement, yes.
Con goes up by 2. Advantage on persuasion with dwarves.
Max.
50% chance of.
Oh, really?
Max
beard.
Con!
Hell.
You get dark vision.
What?
You get another language, resistance, and advantage against poison.
Do you have cards for these, or are these? Just...
I don't have cards for these.
Okay.
Well, actually, Wait, did I have? Hang on. Let me check Nikki. She may have cards for these.
Does it say comes up by 2 to a max of something?
To a max of 20, it does.
Max God. Which means I instantly get 7 more hit points.
Really?
When your con modifier increases, it retroactively adds 1 hit point for every level you've gained.
Seriously?
Yes.
I should probably level up my con.
Which
on
that
level
will
8.
put me to 93 hit points.
Yeah, cap of water breathing, belt of dwarven kind,
I need
cloak of
that.
protection, and headband of intellect.
Seriously,
let me
my
look up
con
the
mod's
cloak.
0 at the moment.
That was just silly.
Cloak
Why would you
protection.
ever make
Attunement.
a con your dump stat?
What'd you say?
Because I needed charisma.
Yeah, that was silly. You don't need charisma.
I've
If you're
got-
going warlock, you go charisma, con,
Then con, then dex.
dex.
You dump
Yeah.
strength.
Dump strength
If
and
you want to
Don't
hear
use
the order,
it.
if you want to hear the order of my
Dump
modifiers,
strength
it goes
or intelligence or
charisma,
wisdom.
strength, wisdom. Dexterity and intelligence are both at 11. Con's at 10.
Wow. Oof.
You
He
know,
hasn't
as a
died
warlock with Eldritch Blast, I didn't really need to worry about being too close to things.
Well, yes, but dex
What
is,
about when the things get close to you?
as a spellcaster, dex is generally better than strength because how often you have to make strength saves? Dex saves are pretty
So to
common
be fair,
spell
most
effect.
of my weapons I've had to use, like literally had to, are all strength,
That's fair.
which helps.
Alright.
It's slightly fair.
Is that Greenies?
I mean, I know it's not the best decision, but
Is that greedy? No?
Still, dumping combo.
I always dump con. Who needs con? Con's overrated.
Okay,
I
2 more
like
minutes
never
before he's
dump
like,
Said
con.
man
I'm like,
with-
what do I need
Said the man
as
with
my
20 hit
class?
points.
And then con.
Con was always like
45?
my second or third.
45.
Yeah,
Five.
always second. I'm like, what do
Less
I
than
need?
half his, but
and then
anyway.
that. Okay, good.
No, it's more than
Saving
half mine.
throws?
I
Okay,
have
fine.
86.
oh,
If you had
When I
the
get the
belt.
belt, he'll be less than half my hit points.
Why is Roland's charisma higher than his dexterity? That was a stupid decision, but then he was a half-elf and he had no choice.
He had no choice.
He was just born good-looking.
You will be likable. You have no choice.
But I want more dexterity.
No.
Should have been a wood elf.
It's like, Dad, why'd you have to be such a weird race?
Which
Could've
you just
been-
reply, I am a core race, you're one of the uncommon races, so there.
He's like, I could have been smart or fast
Hey,
or anything
I
else.
was paid, and
You
that's
made
all I
me
cared
pretty.
about.
Be thankful for your dark vision and your fey ancestry.
Those are nice things, yes.
Yes, getting dark vision would be very nice.
Dark vision will
Especially
be nice.
and resistance to poison. Especially if we're going into
And
the Underdark.
advantage.
And advantage on their saves.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That'll be great.
Jim's
for
will be a little
Underdark.
sad, but okay.
Well, he can,
Actually,
if he wants to impress his women, he'll have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Jim's is going to have a talking to
By going
with
on
his
an
boss. Other way around, the boss is going to have a talking to with him. Like, look, you're a historian. You don't go and make history. He's like, what was I supposed to do, huh? I'm still just in shock at work.
St. Jim's. You can see it now.
One of these days.
Saint Judas, I like it.
So, what school do you go to? Oh, you know, the St. Jim's Academy.
St. Jim's.
What do we do? Oh, we learned to stab people.
That's
Oh,
the
that's
wrong
going to be
answer.
a college
Correct
of
answer was
whispers.
School of Necromancy.
Bar college. So,
Why?
you might
Because it's
stab
the
him in the
best.
face.
I don't need
Why
it.
the face?
It has
Well,
some of
see,
the
if
coolest
you can't
spells.
find the throat,
I don't need
the face
I want
just
it, but
is
I don't have it.
insulting.
Like, oh, what is it called?
But make sure
I
you
always
use
forget what it's
poison.
called.
And that goes in the throat. Okay,
So
so,
good.
do we stab them in their sleep?
Feign death.
Or do we poison them?
Yes.
Yes.
That
Yes.
one's cool.
Okay,
Still
do we
want to
go
use
for the
that
heart or
for
the
a
throat?
heist somehow.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Like,
so
oh
they're
no.
coming at
I
us.
need to get this
No.
dead body
Oh
into
my.
the morgue.
Guys, I found the next boss.
Feats man!
Oh dear.
He's just all of the feats.
He has all the
Just-
feet.
No, it's the
Wouldn't he just be
invisible man. He's
invisible?
just wearing
He's just
shoes.
wearing shoes.
Oh no, those are boots of elven kind. I see his boots! Dang it! These don't work at all!
Ah, glad we threw out all that brown paint.
I've also been playing a lot of Tomb Raider recently.
I'm sorry.
So I have the new ones.
Oh, good.
So
I'm sorry.
hey, at least it's not Angel of Darkness, which I tried to play.
And the controls.
Tank-like controls based on a fixed camera, which randomly shifts around, like the operator has Parkinson's. And okay, if you thought Zelda characters were jerks, this was written by the preteen version of Teenage You.
Oh boy.
And I don't mean that in a good way.
That's fair.
I mean, the opening says there's an old man. Look, Lara, I don't know. I can just tell me what I need to know. Okay, woman. Maybe tone down the everything.
A little less murder this time.
Okay, what's funny is in Rise of the Tomb Raider, I'm thinking Lara's a jerk because like, hey, can you help me out of prison? Like, you were just captured by the bad guys, and I was captured by the bad guys, and they're going to torture and interrogate me, and they were going to torture and interrogate you. You just broke out. Can you help me break out? And she's like, no. I mean, like, remember the character you met earlier who threatened to kill you because you're an outsider? Yeah. And I'm an insider? Yeah. Who can vouch for you? Yeah. You've been doing side quests for my people? Yeah. Why don't you, like, help me out and I vouch for you? I'm like the leader of my people. No, I don't trust you. I mean, they just punched me in the face before you showed up. I don't know why you don't trust me. Like, if anything, I shouldn't trust you, the mysterious outside woman who was thrown into the cell next to me and started talking to me. So, like, I feel if anything, the trust is weighted in my favor and not yours. But sure, you can go ahead and make demands of the immortal prophet. Spoilers, by the way.
That's nice.
Everyone's
As soon as we get this printed better to change off
crazy
the
doomsayer
all
person.
the player characters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, my point about that is
Ethan
underground
is-
tomb stuff. So now I'm kind of hyped.
Savage.
So, like, use mine.
You polluted the oceans, and now Ocean Dad is going to drown you
Yeah.
all.
And
Well, crap.
I think Zorns as well.
Zorns.
Not
You slaughtered the whales, now the whales will
aberrations
slaughter
in
you.
general. I have access to aberrations.
Kill the whales.
Um,
Kill the whales.
And I have a level of progression intended for that. And I kind of want to hold off a little
No, not
bit
that
before
whales.
getting too
Oh,
deep into
well,
the meat of
I
that
guess that whale's too.
for his backup character, because my idea is that his pursuit of Miranda will kind of like lead you guys into Underdark, and then more things will be revealed. But you guys can totally jump in there, and you can find out these things as well later on, and like whatever. Like there's options thing open, and we can do
Can use
things.
the
Why don't we
My
choose to all
comments.
just sleep for like 2 months?
no.
Why don't we all choose to just leave for, like, ever?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
How
Let's
big
do
I
that.
get?
It only took me, what, like...
Meh.
You can use the my conids.
Yeah.
Mushroom people.
Mushroom people.
almost a year to leave this island.
Flumps.
Flumps.
How long have we been on this island, bud?
Let me check the
You
calendar.
could use a lot more.
Because
It's
I know not
currently
in game
June
we
9th.
have been playing for almost a year.
Let's see. You were married on
Aww.
Tuesday,
I don't
the
want to talk
14th of
about it.
February,
Aww.
5 years ago.
Aww.
Stop awing. It's not funny. I'm
On
gonna
Lover's
stab
Day.
you.
Okay, March 7th is when you guys set sail.
Yeah.
So over a year.
I've fudged some of the numbers here
Alright,
because
it's been
10
months.
I said
actually,
that
since
it
we
took
started
you
the McGuffin.
about a week until the fairy tale wreck, and it was actually like 3 days I think in game. But
Yeah.
I had to make up the time schedule. So on the Saturday the 16th, fairy tale wrecked.
The goat has
Gregory.
Great, you're
purchases
late.
April, I just declared a no month to put everything where it was. The Kraken attacked here in town on May 5th, or May 17th. Oh, sorry, 5th. That day I
I just want to know how long have we been on the island?
So it's currently June 9th.
Previous.
You arrive on March 16th.
So more than a year.
No. March,
Oh,
May, June.
Sorry, I was thinking of the next
4 months.
Year. Yeah, I was thinking of the next
4
year.
months. So a quarter of a year.
Okay.
It was
Quarter
so
of a
far
year too
too
long.
I'm going to
Even
calm
our
down real quick,
itinerary.
and then we'll get started.
Underdark.
The list
Underdark.
got sunk.
Underdark.
Don't
Can we
remember in the
do pirates?
brochure saying anything about
happened last
stuff on
Okay.
the
No.
island.
It was a
Nothing.
4
All I
hour
know
tour,
is that
you
There was an
know?
old man who died.
I need
What?
I need to do character art
Not the old
for a lot of stuff. All right.
Ocean
And
Dad did not. Yes,
ready?
we lit a mutiny and killed Ocean Dad.
3,
Took his powers for ourselves.
2, 1, and we're on.
No, we're not.
Hello, everybody.
Listen for
I'm Ben Anderson.
I have to lean in
I'm
every
making
time.
sure that the
Oh,
microphone
hi.
is in fact working. It is.
It's okay, I blend into the background.
So I'm Ben Anderson, and welcome back to the Bard's McGuffin.
Yay!
The Kraken's dead.
Yay! All
Uh,
because of me.
Wow.
At the moment, actually, about that. So on the docks, you just finished your conversation with Stefan.
Oh, Stefan.
Not me.
Why that happened on the ship?
Don't look at me.
As you come back to meet up with the rest of the group, you guys all hear something,
In this particular
some
instance, Rowan is in
muffled
charge.
sounds coming from the hull of the ship.
Yeah, it's probably fine. Let's go with it.
Can somebody please check on that? Please. I'm busy.
Wait, this is right after we reached the docks.
More or less, yeah. There's been like a few minutes of
I will
talking.
go investigate.
Am I just on the
Okay.
boat somewhere?
So you
Am
go
I on
inside
the boat
under the
even?
docks, and
Am
you
I even
see
on the boat?
Gregory in the boat, his finger in a hole in the hull of the boat, kind of like shivering to himself.
Have you been here this whole time?
Oh, yes, but it hasn't been long. It's really quite alright. Oh, we just needed a bit of a passion.
It's been 2 days. You've been keeping the ship from sinking for 2 days.
You're right.
He pulls his finger out, it's just like literally shriveled up to nothing.
I'm sure if you want to, you can come out now.
Oh, but, well, I can't do that. The ship will sink.
We're at the port.
Oh, are we? Oh, I sort
Yes.
of lost track of time, I guess. So, what happened to the Kraken anyway?
We killed it.
Oh, marvelous. Anyway, alright, I guess I'll take my finger out.
Ship instantly goes.
There's instantly like a stream of water.
Put a cork in it. How did they get that looked at?
I feel like Gregory could have found other ways to deal with that. But hey, that's Marsh.
Redcon, anyway.
We'll talk about it later when we
So
actually
yes,
have one.
Gregory was in fact a vital part of the crew to killing the Kraken, keeping the ship from sinking.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
By a tiny boat.
Anyway.
So you go above decks where you see
I'm not
3 people
here.
you have not met before.
I'm over there.
What?
There is a young, youngish, middle teenage
Not here.
boy who constantly looks like he's holding a frog in his mouth. He's crying a lot right now. He's holding on to the arm of
Hang on. 3 people that Gregory has
Gregory has not met.
Correct.
Well, I guess I haven't been in the boat for 2 days, so.
A man with a beard, sort of longish hair, kind of pulled back, and a very somber expression, and a man with these sort of piercing eyes, clean-shaved face, just kind of looking over everyone. Yeah,
Okay. What?
his action item was here last week. His character had people that worked for him.
Adorable people. Uncle Fassbender.
It's fine.
So,
I don't know what the last guy is.
Magneto.
That means nothing.
You haven't seen those movies. Never mind.
so Michael
So
says,
I'm confused. Did they just? Was I? Did we dock and I just stayed in the boat on
You
some
heard-
island, or did they come in from another ship?
they
Or-
were already on the island. You
This is what
were
he
told,
just
hey,
been
we're
inside
going
for
out on an
10
expedition the next day, so you went out
No, he's just
and you went to the boat.
coconuts.
You saw a hole in the boat, like, oh, I better plug this. You plugged it,
And then I just stayed.
and you just stayed there for the day it took to get to the Kraken, fight it, kill it, and then come back.
So I boarded the boat before everyone.
Before everyone
and
else.
missed everyone else boarding. the boat.
Yes,
Okay,
and
that
missed
makes
all of
sense.
the conflict. Mostly because the Kraken never got a chance to attack the ship. Because
Which was fine. That was fine.
Okay. Otherwise I'd probably be
I'm
dead.
fine with this.
Not for that.
Missing a
we
finger
wouldn't
at least.
leave for that.
yes, so much for my war of attrition I had planned. But
Probably. If he had attacked the boat, that
So
means he
teach you
wasn't
not
prone
to
for 2
give us words of
rounds.
attrition.
That's true.
Which means he could do everything.
So-
The
I mean,
second,
we
this
almost
is
did a
the
word
second time you've
attrition.
tried that, and it hasn't worked.
never had the chance. So,
No, wait.
That's how we all
This
die.
was he wanted it to be a war of attrition. Last time
Legendary.
he didn't want it to be a war of attrition, and we almost made it one.
What is this?
You mean the first
Yeah.
time we
Oh, that's
did
right,
the
that's
Kraken?
true, yeah.
basically, the Kraken, this giant,
Well, no, I was
terrifying
thinking
force
of,
of nature, is a schoolyard bully. And after all the
He's
lower
a sissy.
classmen
That's what he is.
team up against
Sometimes
him,
they go
he
too
didn't
bad.
know what to do with it. and then the lowerclassmen murdered him.
Principal?
As he was running away, we threw
I
a
was
rock
talking
at the
about
Principal with no
off-ramp
power because the kid took it.
Thanos.
Oh yeah.
Messed up school system.
So anyway,
Janitor.
so Michael's like,
That's the chance.
I suppose we should prepare for the funeral.
It's might be best.
Ah, and who are you exactly?
My name's Michael Fassbender.
Oh, well, good to meet you. And you, sir? Drink the next one.
I'm Keanu Reeves.
And finally, you.
I'm Tom Holland. I'm kind of confused. What who are those part of your head? I'm sorry. It's been a lot. It's been a big day, and
I disappeared.
Calm down, Spider-Man. You're
I'm
fine.
so far from home, you know.
No
And
spoilers.
yet
played.
the
No
MCU
spoilers.
continues in our campaign.
Yeah.
Hey, that was Zach.
Well, I can assure that the worst I will do to you is possibly turn you into a frog. I recently learned a fabulous new spell, in fact. Fabulous.
Happily.
That's what it's called, don't you know?
He just kind
Fabulous
of
ribbit.
sinks into Keanu's arm. Keanu's there like, all right,
Would anyone like to see it in action?
I think we're fine for now.
No,
maybe
yeah,
after
good.
the funeral.
Yeah.
Let's take care of funeral preparations
There's more
first.
important things first.
You notice
How
that
about
there's
we
a
sleep
like on a stretcher
for,
there
like,
is a
8
half-orc,
days?
very well
I
dressed,
need to
lying
sleep.
on it.
I mean, this is
Very
right
much
when we get
dead
back.
and
Yeah.
very wet.
So we do need to
Very
sleep.
old.
We
And
need to
very old.
sleep
Oh, my.
first.
Was he friend or foe?
A little bit chewed on.
I assume he was. Never mind. I'm not gonna ask.
He was
that.
swallowed.
He was the Kraken.
He was the.
Yep.
He's a Kraken's lawyer. It's the whole anyway.
you ever get a dang it, I forgot. Jason out of the belly of the Kraken.
I have his cloak.
We have his
He
cloak,
explored
I
the
have
belly of
his
the Kraken.
cloak.
but we did not find his armor. So.
Didn't find his armor, or at least
Or him at
not
all.
connected to the
Anything
Kraken.
him.
I mean, there's like dead things in there, but it's like, is that guy I never met?
So he's gonna come out.
Hmm,
back
these
with some
bones look
undead water
somewhat like they would know Captain Sue.
Gonna come back to drown.
I never
Throwing
did.
pitchforks at us.
I don't know. I mean, you did kind of kill him, so a couple of my
Not
plans
true.
went down after that, which is
Maybe.
fine.
Yeah, I didn't kill him. That was Sam.
Fair.
What?
No, that was
That was Hannah.
That's another
Kraken.
great spell that I want to cast.
anyway. So
There's a lot of unused spells that would be so fun. to
So what
use.
should we do for the funeral arrangements? Apparently, it's coming out of my part of the inheritance. Don't know how I feel about that, but
He trusted you to take care of him?
we'll go with that.
Maybe we should wait on that until tomorrow.
I mean,
What time of day is it?
Did we get back early in the morning though?
you got back early in the morning.
Yeah.
So you guys are rested.
No time like prison.
There you go. Well, I assume we can make arrangements at the temple. That's where our past funerals have been.
Goodbye, Jason.
Damn it!
Okay. So you guys go to the temple.
Yes.
It's gonna be that lady
Okay.
on the front.
You guys go to the
Let's
temple.
react what actually happened.
Surprisingly accurate.
You see,
What?
Brother Patron is there,
The
Mindful
and you
the plate
see a
at the bottom of it.
tall, blue cloaked with gold trimmed
Spider.
figure, a long, starting to gray black beard, dark skin, very piercing eyes. Sort of
What?
looks
What?
around,
Tall man, dark hair.
and he looks over at Jim's.
Oh, see?
We need to have a discussion. And Jim's is there.
I'm not James.
Oh!
Trouble.
And the two of them walk off.
What did Jim do? He fell in love with the dwarf.
No. It's against the order. They're celibate.
No, they just hate dwarves.
Ah, that too.
Which makes more sense in this place.
Probably, actually.
Well, I mean, it's an island. I guess they
Jim's a
wouldn't really
halfling.
expect dwarves to be around. So when they are, they just hate them.
So
You're
what
so short and hairy.
you guys gonna do right now?
It's daytime?
I
have
have
no
no
idea.
Rowan's in control. The Figures takes over tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Funeral preparation.
Rowan has
No
nothing
idea.
to do, so Rowan's just gonna.
I will go visit Tessa and Halon and see how they are preparing.
Okay.
Because that is a thing that Sue would do.
All right.
Not me. I would go home and.
I would like
do
to. That's probably far away.
Go
Actually.
home and have some cheese.
Was
Is that
there
what
ever
you would
like
do?
a
No, that is
temporary
not what I would do,
monument
Kelsey.
set up to tide
That
where
is
we
in
are?
front of me.
Yeah, there's a small monument,
I'm gonna
like
head.
shrine area
I'm
set
gonna
up.
head there.
Alright, you head there.
Rowan is going to go to Agatha's.
Okay. So when you get to the tides,
Why?
to
Because
the
Rowan is the
area,
one who just made the deal.
Oh yeah,
So he knows about it too.
that's true.
so
Means that
the
she's
water
completed
swirls
it.
out of your
You
necklace,
can get
Mhm.
interest.
and it just appears with this water hologram, and tide appears.
The Kraken is dead!
Party up! So he appears, and he stands there in front of you. I'm
blood in
gonna
my
be
ocean.
completely honest. That went better than I thought.
Mood.
I would like to thank you for your help.
I'd
I
like
was
you
gonna
to.
say, I've been
I'd like to
completely
thank
honest.
you for getting that monkey off my back. Like I said, that went a lot better than I thought. Like, I was expecting like you would try to run after you hurt him, and then he'd come back, maybe gather some Kraken buddies, and it would be a full-out clash against the gods thing. But nope, you just sort of sat there and you guys beat him up. So, yeah.
He was not as powerful as I had first thought. That is for sure.
That guy used to be in my army? Man, I must have been out of it back in the day, you know.
You mean more than you are now?
Too many drugs when you were younger.
Well, I would like
What
to
kind
thank
of
you
army was
nonetheless for
this?
giving me the power to be able to defeat him.
Salvation Army.
Yep. If you, you've done a lot for me, but if you could,
Dad dressing up as Santa Claus
give me a
on
couple more
holidays.
followers now, I think.
Of course.
Ringing a bell.
I think, wait a minute. He's gone. I'll be right back. He away.
Oh dear.
Away.
Ocean Dad had an idea.
In the little,
Go find himself an ocean mama.
sort of fountain. He's gonna find a Bahama Mama.
Yes.
In the little fountain that has been placed there, which sustains itself through tides, whateverness.
Just whatever it is.
What
Not
I'm
his
looking
power.
for was
It's like-
divinity.
Can that be his child divinity tides whatever it is?
Whateverness. You cast
I
apathy.
cast tides, whatever it is.
All it's like a common motion for everyone. Yeah, I just don't. I'm not in the mood, you know. Like, let's talk, you know. But not about like this. Let's just talk about, I don't know, what have you been reading lately? So, as you start looking in this sort of like a reflecting basin that bubbles and moves around, you start seeing like a hydro map of the island, and it starts
Can be a topographic map.
going
that's all
in,
3D.
starts like following the
That'd be so
inlets
cool.
in the ocean patterns and the streams going through it underwater, and then starts building onto the land, and then starts zooming away from the island, and you start seeing parts of the ocean come up and different ships and models of these
See them
ships,
all.
and kind of moving around back and forth.
This one is mine. This one is
Squish.
This is also
And then he
mine.
comes back to the,
Yeah, I don't want that one.
I can see the sea again.
You can see the sea. What else do you see upon the sea?
There are,
Have you seen the sea or did you saw the sea?
so there's the Red Raven pirates.
Can that be a seesaw?
Who've been
Yes.
driving people ashore here and causing trouble. I now know their number of ships.
Oh.
They have 12 ships.
It's almost like there's one for each class.
Oh my gosh.
No, there's just one for each multi-class. All of them are all the classes.
So he's like, oh man, that's with a bit more power. I could see more specific things about them.
It's one absurd and then a bunch of doppelgangers.
Yes. All pretending to be upset.
you want to find out more about these
All the ships
specific ships. Get me a new follower.
and the crew.
Get
are
me a
all
target.
The crew all
I feel like I'm working for you here, but you know what? It's fine.
No.
Oh,
Shaking off the old chains. This is good. I've been stuck on this island for so long.
I need to go.
I will do
I
as
know
you
that
ask.
feeling.
All right.
I feel like we hit that point in the first Final Fantasy where you clear the first little campaign and then the whole world opens up to you and there's that moment, the little cutscene thing.
I've never played a Final Fantasy game.
No, me neither.
I didn't even just watch the
Okay.
video.
Anyway,
You know that
So-
moment in that game none of us have played?
over to You.
Rowan.
Rowan. So you go over to Agatha's. It is currently in the afternoon, so Agatha, or is it? Do you want to like wait till more afternoon, or want to go more morning?
I don't think Rowan cares.
Okay, you go in the morning.
Agatha started this
Agatha.
whole thing like at the beginning of the week, so now Rowan's coming back to see the fruits of Agatha's
Yeah.
labors. So that he can get
Agatha's
Idris out
not
and
there
keep
at the
the
moment,
original
but
vibe.
her daughter Amanda is. So you walk in. Hello, welcome to Agatha's Arcane Oddities. What can I do for you?
Yes, well, I was here earlier this week. Well, not really me, but my body was here. It's a little confusing, but I had Agatha looking into possibly cloning.
Yeah, you're the one. Give me a minute.
Dead, you fool, because of you.
That would be
Double check
hilarious.
the whole
I guess
stuff.
it comes out. Minor side effect. She's now transferred into Rowan's body.
Idris, darling. Oh no.
No. How'd you like that, Sue? Agatha and
Idris
Rowan's
is
body.
Agatha.
Your most favorite and least favorite
Turns
people
out.
at the same time.
Give me Idris back, please. We're going to put him
Tomorrow.
into a grasshopper. It'll be funny.
But crickets are lucky.
Yeah.
Grasshoppers are just
Shiny
pests
lasers
in
in my eyes.
biker
That's how you
games.
blind.
I'm not shining lasers in your eye, Grady.
Alright.
Shiny. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't trust you.
Alright,
You
so I found between a combination of some people and some items and some morally dubious scruples, I have found someone who can cast clone. It's gonna cost 1,000 gold, and we're gonna need a cubic inch of flesh from whatever body you want to get into.
Cubic inch?
Nice. You can pay for that.
Okay.
Could be worse.
Cubic inch. Well, the question is,
Sadly.
does it have to be like all in one piece? Or can you just
Does it have to
shave
be
off
a
a tiny
cube?
bit of skin cells here and there so that
I think more like chop a finger, but
A literal cube.
a finger's not an inch.
yeah.
You
But
have
Some
big
people's
fingers.
fingers are.
My God.
Or like a piece of stomach if
Yeah.
you got some extra fat.
Have some. Would you like an appendectomy?
I didn't need my
Anyway.
Maybe a big
Unfortunately,
toe.
Rowan does not have that kind of cash.
Does it just...
Gregory does.
Yeah, I mean half of that.
Their
money
She
is
might
in
have
the
the other
same
half.
place.
Perfect.
I have lots of it.
Fair. Well,
I need a loan of
I'm
1,000
sure
gold, and
Sue
I
would be
can't
willing to help
say
get
why.
this done.
I am not loaning you money for plastic surgery again.
Again.
Well, no, this is so
this
you
Rowan,
can,
you can trust.
This is so you can get your own personal Idris.
This is so
I
Idris
would
can be
kind of
separate
like
from
that,
Rowan.
yes.
Hmm.
But he hasn't asked me for money and I'm not there, so.
Yeah.
Wait, we got an inheritance.
We didn't get any
We
money.
didn't get an inheritance.
We got the
Sorry,
stuff.
yeah, we got the
didn't get
stuff, not the
money.
money. Right.
The stuff is not worth that much money either.
Let me get back to you on that. I don't have the funds
What stuff did
on me right
I
now.
have
You
2
mean for
gold
the
pieces,
Kraken?
so I can't
Sure.
help.
No,
Since
from
the
guy
party
that
said
died.
that they would help me get rid
No,
of
you guys
Idris
collectively have 6,000
any
gold.
way that they could.
Yeah, we have 6,000 gold.
Oh.
This
Yeah.
is
We got a
true.
third of
This
his
is
liquid
true.
assets.
We did say that.
Oh, that's true.
We got a third of
Oh.
the guy's liquid assets.
How
We
much?
get 6,000
I
gold.
can steal it.
What guy?
Anyway, Rowan is going
The
to
guy-
go
the
back
old man who died.
The
to
builder, the guy who died.
the
Can we divide the
the
items
dock
up already?
now and
Yeah,
try and
yeah.
find.
Okay.
Imagine that's happened at the funeral.
Guys, I got this brilliant plan.
We can get rid of you just forever.
Get rid of Idris.
Don't forget, you also have Idris's other body is still at the temple.
I feel like it's mostly decomposed at this point.
They did
But-
magic.
Gentle
What?
repose.
Yeah.
They magically made his body not do
They Snow Whited it so it wouldn't rot.
Ugh, yuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
see, the
nasty.
problem
It's not
with
rotting.
that-
That's the whole point. It's not rotting.
That's just weird.
Sorry. Hey, you were saying?
Yeah, see, the only problem with that is that because last session we rolled for the tomorrow, which hasn't come yet, and Igris is in control then, which means Igris would have stopped anything along those lines. That's the only problem with that. Besides
I mean,
the
there's
fact
still time
that
to
I
do
don't
that
think
today.
Rowan would think of that.
Okay. Anyway.
Rowan's like, oh yeah, clearly I should go and find my dad's dead body and use that flesh.
Right, because they didn't tell you they were keeping it preserved.
At that point, why don't you just use his body?
He's just like, oh, it's just there.
Uh,
He just assumes that the body is gone.
Okay.
Gone.
So, it will
It's so-
also require about 4 months for the clone to be ready. You could have it be up to your age, or you could have it be a younger form if you so wish.
Baby Ignis.
Yes!
It's like, yeah, we'll just take it right away. It's fine.
It's a baby. It's Igris.
As
If
a
you
baby.
want it,
He'll grow.
if you want it,
Magic missile.
if you want the clone to be considerably younger, we can shave off some of the time.
Like, how much time? Hold on.
Just gonna
How
make
much
sure we don't get to walk around
time
Igris.
for how many years?
Well,
Yeah, I think.
What's the ratio?
Yeah,
It's-
like how long
Is
does
it
it make?
Ignis's-
Well,
for, like,
divide
1
your
year?
age by 4
How long
months.
till I'm
Is
not
it
a baby
Ignis's soul that
anymore?
wanders around, or his soul and his mind? Like, if you put Ignis into a baby, what's his intelligence at that point? Is he
He's born with all knowledge.
Oh gosh. Or he has all his current intelligence, but then also the uncanny ability of young children to learn super fast.
oh,
I learned 4 spells when I level up instead of 2.
Instead of you get like a feat or the +2 every
well,
4 levels, you get
it's
it
sort
every
of
other
a-
level. Just like ha ha ha.
it's sort of like a compounding interest type of thing. So the
Oh.
closer to your actual age, the less returns you have. If you want to knock off, say, 5 to 10 years, depending on how old you are, that's not going to knock off much. If you want a literal infant, we can get you that in a month.
Compound
I don't know.
interest? Continuous compounding?
Snowball?
E to the stuff.
Eating stuff.
That's all I care about.
The stuff.
It's not.
It's like PE to the KT.
That's exactly what it
If
is.
we made like a 16-year-old
Exactly.
How old is Rowan?
Rowan is 35.
Rowan's 35.
Oh gosh,
Okay.
angsty teenage Igris.
Let's see.
Uh-uh.
We can get that to you
To be
in
fair,
90
whoever's
days or
in
your money
control
back.
though gets to pick which body they keep.
Oh no, angsty
months.
teenage Rowan.
Oh no. Oh.
I can
I
start
don't-
over.
I don't think Rowan would care.
Doesn't.
He just wants a new body.
He'd be like,
Just wants a
"Please,
new
just
body. The only problem is that
please."
Igris
I'm
is not going to
confused.
wait that long.
Wait. Is
Mm-mm.
Rowan cloning... Rowan wants to clone Ignis' body or his own body?
He's going to clone his... Well, Igris's plan was just find a way of separating their souls from each other. And Agatha came up with the plan of cloning and putting the soul into the clone's
Actually,
body.
that reminds me.
Okay.
So then Igris's plan was make a clone, shove Rowan into that body, so
Man,
he
just
keeps
make
the
a
original,
roll.
and they can go their separate ways.
What if we had to keep baby
Amanda's
Rowan?
thinking.
So they both get the body.
Thinking. Well, if you're in a lot of Rogue Rush, if you're in a very big rush,
You cast haste on the body repeatedly.
I don't think that's how that works.
The baby's on speed!
we can speed the growing process. We can speed the casting process. It will up the cost,
You just have to add 6
and
cubic inches of
we're going
cocaine.
to need. We're gonna need some blood.
And a pound.
Like, how much blood?
How many hit points do you have?
I need some blood and a pound of cocaine.
Like, on a scale of 1 to 65, I have 65.
How many of them do you want your body to keep?
Forever?
Wait, what?
So wait, I'm assuming this permanently reduces his hit point maximum.
Maybe. I mean, you can spread it out amongst
Blood comes back.
disturbed
drink some
drugs.
orange juice.
But you're taking his life force, not his blood at this point.
You're taking none of my life.
Look, we're going to some questionable ethics here about bringing new people, and we already have the two soul situation, and I am not condoning or condemning any of these options. I'm just saying they exist.
Who is he talking to?
Amanda, Agatha's
yes.
daughter.
It was apparently a young Dr. Frankenstein.
No, she just knows young Dr. Frankenstein. Oh no. She's, no, she's, what's her face?
Don't know who you're talking about.
No.
Either Justine, who gets hanged, or Elizabeth, who gets strangled.
Oops. Same thing.
Yes.
Both by the monster, one through circumstantial evidence in a jury, and the other directly.
Circumstantial
On her wedding day, too.
evidence. My favorite kind of evidence.
Yep.
Gets you every time. I always make sure to carry a handful of circumstantial evidence with me at all times.
Or you were.
Essentially, what we'd be doing is we'd be pulling from an existing life force into the newer one.
Mm-hmm. And how much would that speed up the whole process by?
Depending on the cost, the new body would start with that much life essence.
Give him 1 hit point.
And the more you give, the faster it comes. The faster it'll form. I can
So-
get us down.
Like, hypothetically, I gave like 35.
Okay.
If I gave 35
Wait,
of
no,
my life
no,
force,
give all but 1 into the new body, then you go into the new body. Forcing Ignis into the weak one. And you can kill
one
him.
hit
Can
point.
he control it?
He sneezes and bonks his head the wrong way.
He gets pecked by chicken.
Nugs. Nugs is probably dinner by now. Anyway.
Yeah, that was probably dinner.
Poor Nugs. Means the 3 wolves are still around. Which means Nugs and Larry are probably both dinner by now. But yes.
So, hypothetically,
So basically, if you
how
give half your life
old
force.
do you want this body to be?
18.
Yeah, ideally 18.
Okay, she's
At
taking
the
some
very
notes.
least.
Do some quick mathematics.
Okay.
I'll settle for basically any teenage range.
In the I'll meet with you. Is there a place I can meet you in the afternoon? I'll have to run this by my contact and figure out what
Yes,
you
I'm
guys-
staying at the dock.
Okay. Is there a particular good or bad time to find you?
Before tomorrow.
Feel like something bad's going to happen tomorrow. No, not really.
Alright. Well, I'll see you later then. I get off around noon when my mom gets in, and then I'll go check it out. So I'll come round 2 in the afternoon at the earliest.
Alright.
Alright.
Can Amanda come as a player character as a necromancy wizard?
Potentially.
Yes.
I know that's not what Sam's doing. Because we told you. Anyway. So. Back at the temple. Sue, you go to see
Idris's body.
Hallen and Tessa.
No.
You know, mustache on it.
This is a perfect opportunity.
I have a moment there where
No.
it's like,
You take the dwarven belt, just put it on, woof, and then you take it off. And leave the body
Would
forever
it
with
do
the
that
beard.
to a dead body?
No, because
Sure.
it can only grow a beard if it's able to grow a beard.
And you
And
can't
it's
attune.
dead.
You can't attune if you're
I'll
dead.
cast haste on it.
Alright, so you come over and you see Tessa.
Hello, how are you?
She gives you a hug. She is,
You mean like this?
yeah, she kind of uses the side hug.
It's like, hello.
You make a perception check.
Why?
That
First
one.
roll of the
She is not
game.
pregnant at all.
Oh yeah, do we know? Have we heard of what happened or what? Yeah,
The mission and stuff.
18.
hasn't happened yet. 18.
Oh, they haven't got it.
As you give her the side hug, you feel in her belly there's some kicking in the side.
There's some fighting going on in there.
Oh, it's a
Punch
monk.
back.
It's a monk. So you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
4 points of fetal damage and
That's why don't let your babies hurt me.
so yes, she looked a little strained, a little stressed,
Tired.
tired.
Gotta take your probiotics.
It's like she, jumped several months in a few weeks, and that cannot feel good.
It's like Twilight.
Sort of, but please never say that again.
It's just like Twilight. That's all.
At least this baby won't try to eat its way out of her anyway.
Hey, well, never mind. Anyway.
There go my plans to read Twilight.
It's kind of like Alien, you know.
So it's more like Alien versus Predator Requiem.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
anything you would like to ask her?
Not really. I just kind of came to check on her, and I forgot when she's leaving.
9 days
At
is when
this
she's due.
Point.
Also when she's planning on leaving.
Oh,
And she's feeling kind of like,
Aren't you not supposed to travel with newborns?
It's fine.
I mean, God said so, so.
Fine.
I imagine
Um,
these fairy
Oh,
amoebas.
I want to ask her if there's anything I can do for her before she leaves, since I can leave and she probably cannot yet.
She thinks about it.
She's like, yes, I want ice cream, and you can't have any.
She looks at her pack.
What?
Is that Sue speaking or Sam speaking?
Yes.
Okay.
She writes you that she would like a
Tall, skinny,
A-
no double sleeve, no cup,
uh,
mocha latte,
Yeah.
relatively
and Halo wants a blueberry scoop.
large
A large whiskey.
3-person tent, if you can find one.
3%. Well, I can certainly try.
You can certainly try.
And she's like,
Depends on how well I roll.
3-person?
at the moment, that's
Like two persons, cut one of them in half and sew it onto the other one.
because it's her and Hallen and her twins that'll be going. And her twins aren't full-grown people yet, so.
They're little people.
Not yet.
Little people. Again, little people are the
In
worst.
gas station.
When they come back in a month, they won't be as little.
Just read
But last thing a child needs is more energy. But that's about it. Anything else you want to talk or ask her about?
There goes Rowan's plan of having a 5-year-old with 64 hit points.
No, I think I'll tell her I'll go looking for it, and if I can find it, I'll come back over tomorrow with fused fireball.
Alright, sounds good. Thank you.
And then I'm going to go back to the dock.
Okay. We're gonna ignore the funeral or what?
Oh, right, there's a funeral today.
Mm-hmm.
It's today? I thought we were going to
Well,
do it
we're-
tomorrow.
Can't Michael take care of it and we can just show up?
Well, I mean, he's gonna read the will publicly, so the assets can be.
But we already know what it
Well,
says.
some people might need money.
You said sets.
Alright, so doing the funeral tomorrow?
No, you said Ets.
Doing the funeral today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
No, today. We have to keep Ignis from getting the headband.
What headband?
Headband of
He
intellect.
just doesn't want the headband. It doesn't do him any good.
That's fine. We can do it either way. I'm fine.
Can it happen tonight?
Uh,
Funerals happen at night sometimes, don't
Under
they?
the full moon.
We need
It's obviously
we
a
need
full
rain
moon.
to be falling for us to do a funeral. we
obviously
need everybody to
a
bring
full
a
moon.
black
Make
umbrella.
us.
Yes.
Hold on to that
moonless
thought.
night, but whatever.
Huh?
It's a moonless night, but whatever.
Just
I think just can bring like a white umbrella or something.
I
So-
could cast fog cloud.
A rainbow umbrella.
So,
But it's not raining.
you
It's
guys to
not
the duck.
raining.
Is anyone else going back to the duck?
I suppose if I'm done talking to Tide, I will go back.
Oh, right. There's nothing.
There's nothing.
No. there's
Anything else? So you're at the duck, you're at the duck,
Mhm.
duck,
Duck.
duck.
Goose.
Yeah, I'll go back.
Okay. Everyone's at the duck. So,
Everyone's at the top.
anyone wants to hear or just kind of passing the time?
I need to talk to people about borrowing money.
Okay. Let's start with Sue real quick.
Okay, I wanted to know if Savin still had the blue cloak, because I kind of wanted to sleight of hand it from him.
Now that you remember who it belongs
Yeah,
to.
no, I don't know.
Like, do I have it on me?
Yes.
Or you
On
wearing
your
it when
person
you
or
got
what?
I mean, it's fine. You'll
Have
be
you
getting, you'll
put
be
it
getting a new
away
cloak.
yet?
Is in my bag of holding considered put away?
Oh, yeah, that's...
Yeah, it's put away.
Yeah.
But she would be able to find
I
it.
have a high ground.
Because she knows what it is, and she
I do
knows
know
how
what it
to
is.
use a bag of holding.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
So if you talk
I
If
was
you want, you
like-
make a perception check.
Second roll of the
Oh.
game.
What?
Oh, that was very bad. I am not amazing at sleight of hand, actually.
What am I making?
Not a
Percep-
sleight of
What's the
hand.
merchant kind?
Perception?
Perception.
21.
Oh no, I have 10.
As you're walking the stairs, you notice something's tugging on your back. Hey, there's Sue's arm.
Is something wrong?
Sue's arm with nothing attached.
No.
No, just, you know.
Are you sure?
Well, actually, it came to my mind as I was walking around today. I did know who that blue cloak belongs to, and I would kind of like it back.
Who?
It belonged to a friend of mine.
I suppose. Pulls it out and gives it to you. With
Yeah.
only a little bit of regret.
No. It's mine.
You now have the kind of gold chain buckled blue
It
with
matches the ring.
embroidery.
Now I have Jason's
Does it match?
face.
Does it match the
Kinda
ring?
like this.
Sure.
Some of the embroidery does
You know
match
what the ring is?
the
And with
dragon
this,
ring.
you make a summoning circle to summon Jason.
Ha.
So,
and then I will go back downstairs.
Rowan.
Yes.
If only you had a finger, you could make a new Jason.
You're right.
Ugh. Anyway. You all said that you would help me get rid of Yggdrasil if you had the opportunity, correct?
Of course.
Depending on what you mean by get rid of.
That's
yes.
Well, I have found the means to do so, but it's going to cost a lot of money, and it's going to take a lot of time.
You feel resentment burning in the back of your mind, and it's oddly quiet back there.
What are you doing?
Well, I've got 2 gold pieces, so don't think I'll be of much help.
Alright, just 500 times that, and we'll be good to go.
I don't have much gold to offer. It is not something I hold on to.
I have enough to finance it potentially, but I would kind of like to understand what this process is.
Wait a minute. Didn't we receive a portion of Bilberg's inheritance?
No, we just got the material goods, not the wealth.
1/3 of his liquid assets.
1/3?
6,000 gold.
There you go.
Although you haven't actually received it yet,
We have not received.
because that's at the funeral.
I suppose we could just take an amount out of that.
I would greatly appreciate
It
it.
could be your portion.
5,000
for
gold is worth as much as
I
6,000
could
gold.
give
in
up
this
my
game.
portion if that would help you.
I mean, I'll probably try and spend as much money as I have on person.
Spending Idris's money.
Yes.
The resentment burns more.
750 gold.
This is not worth it. It was not worth it.
That's how much.
Should have asked
Well,
for
you've got-
more money.
You've gone up in. Think of it this way: you've gone up in price. Now you're worth 1,000 gold.
I do like the sound of that.
Or you could think of it that I'm worth 1,000 gold.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
No,
I
it's
mean,
me. Definitely
After all,
me.
they are paying for Rowan's body now.
This is true.
There you go, Rowan. You're worth more than your father ever was.
Well, that's not something that I ever strived for.
Too bad.
Too bad it already happened.
That'd be an interesting bond. I never charge more than 750 gold. Reasons.
But yeah, so the plan is that they're going to make a clone of me, and we're going to put Idris's soul into the clone. The clone will most likely be significantly younger, and I will be having to give up some of my own vitality in order to speed up the process.
I will help you. You have my spear.
You have my shields. You have my muscles.
And my magic missiles. Well,
Amanda's going to be coming this afternoon to go over some more
Hasn't
details.
she already come at this point? What time is it?
Not yet.
Rowan doesn't know how to tell time.
he's not that smart.
I mean, he's smarter than your average bear, but
A
Only
bear
your
has
average
what,
bear.
what, 2?
smarter than
Well, he
your
can
average commoner.
speak, and I assume he can read, so he's somewhat intelligent.
The ability to speak does not grant you intelligence.
Now go away. Right around this time, Agatha comes in.
Episode 1.
Not who I was expecting.
Sorry, not Agatha, Amanda.
Qui-Gon and Jar Jar.
Wait, Amanda came in?
Amanda
or
comes in.
Okay, good, because I was about to...
So-
Agatha comes in. I would like to take the hide action.
Nope.
I would like to
I
drop
don't
my
know
towel.
if you have discussed your business with your friends here.
Yes, I.
Okay, then I can talk about it with you. So, here's the catch. We're either gonna need more money, more life, or more limb, or a combination thereof. What time frame are we looking in to make this thing?
Preferably
6,000 gold, 100 hit points, and his left leg.
Tomorrow.
Tonight it is. Baby Rowan.
Congratulations, Rowan, it's a boy.
Oh, he looks just like me.
He has my eyes. Oh, hey, and my nose. Oh, and
And
my,
my-
everything.
and my-
Wow.
And myself.
Wow.
Me?
Me? Yes, me. It's me.
Preferably as soon as possible.
Well, I mean, if you don't mind missing part of your torso, I can get it done right now, but...
It's just like...
You don't need your head.
Legs, arms.
If you're willing to give an extremity and some cash tonight... If you're willing to give,
Is there not some sort of regrown arm spell?
There
There
is,
is.
but I think that's high level.
And I'd have to ask
I'm
a
looking
whole
through my
different cleric.
I'm looking through my spells right now.
Restoration?
No.
No.
Regeneration.
Regeneration, that's...
There's a spell for it.
Yeah.
There's a
Because
spell for
people
that.
lose limbs, you know?
Level 7 spell.
You guys can
Wait
pull
a
your
second.
spell slots together, right?
What if I
Well, I
polymorph
mean,
him
in
into an
total,
animal?
I
Live off
have-
that. Can I polymorph him into himself?
You could
Can I polymorph
Wait,
him
I have
into his
11
own body?
polymorph him?
What if you
Then
polymorph
we
me?
can chop off
No.
whatever we want.
No,
It
you
doesn't
polymorph
work.
me into a
I was
forearm.
gonna
We
say.
cut off one of the forearms arms.
But then what did...
I'm gonna say that's not gonna work, but I like the
You would
idea.
technically drop form.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Only if I
Exactly.
took enough damage.
That's true.
Yeah.
If you didn't do
And we don't care if
15
he
damage
drops
with
form,
that
as long
shot.
as we have the limb.
Okay.
Wait, that's a good question. If a limb gets chopped off,
Does it lose
does
form?
like all pieces that have been separated like vanish as soon as the person drops form?
Oh, that's part of his elbow, apparently, and,
That's funny. I
Just-
chopped off his arm and an ear appeared.
It just takes off bits and pieces from the whole body, so we just scraped up everywhere. It evens it out.
You could donate a little more
Minimize.
life force if I cast aid.
Wow.
It increases your hit point maximum and current hit points.
And if you give a rousing
You
speech,
can increase hit point maximum.
But it's hit point maximum, not temporary
that's
hit
true.
points.
yeah, but I could
But that's
donate
better.
the temporary hit points and
I could keep casting aid over and over and give you tons of
don't.
points.
stack.
No, I cast it to you, it's taken away, then I cast it again, then it's taken away.
Ah.
It's a slow...
We slow. I'm gonna just a little.
Let's see, how much could I... That's a level 2 spell slot?
Are you sure it wouldn't be your life force they'd be creating it from then?
No, I think I'd be fine.
Let's hope
like,
so.
Oops, this appears to be a Savin in Rowan's body.
I could give you
somehow.
45 hit points if I used all of my level 2, 2nd, and 3rd spell slots.
What?
There we go.
45 hit points. And then if I used my only 4th level spell slot, that would put me at 60 hit points I could give you, slowly, over time.
I'm confused. Wait, so you have a spell that does what exactly?
Actually, that would be pretty good, actually, because then
each target's
if
hit
Idris
point
did any
maximum.
shenanigans where he kept the original body, then
Each target's hit point
has
maximum and
just-
current hit points increases by 5 for the duration.
What's the duration?
The duration is 8 hours.
Again, but if it's a duration, then as soon as the spell ends, are you sure it wouldn't leave the body that they used it for?
You put 60 hit points into this false body. This is the spell ends and the body just dies.
Oops. I guess we have to maintain the spell on this
Well,
one
that's
forever
why
to
that's
keep
why
it
you
alive.
put Igris into that one.
No, we don't want it to just
alone.
die again. Then it'll
Have
just
you-
possess Rowan right
Or
away.
isn't that movie
It
where people
could-
had like their time left tattooed on their arm and they could like loan each other time? It's like that.
Well, it could also be that instead of one body
I've
dying, they
never
both
heard of
lose
this
half
movie.
their HP.
I like that
What's
movie.
it called?
I can't remember what it's called.
I mean, could give it a try.
It's an
Yeah,
interesting concept.
that seems like pretty good.
Savin communicates this to you,
Yeah.
to
The
Rowan.
rich own the time
Oh my die.
so they can
Oh,
have
no.
it forever and they just keep loaning it to other
Foreshadowing.
people and convince people to sell them.
Foreshadowing.
The real question is, how do loans work? Is it, what's the term for
In
banking?
D&D, wouldn't it be
Doesn't-
more like 4
fractional
rolls?
reserve banking? Is it a
Four
fractional
rolling.
reserve time
Free
bank loaning
rolling.
system?
I have no idea because I've actually seen the movie. Okay.
So that.
It might
Alright.
take a bit.
Well, that sounds like a way to. I don't.
I'm not sure
I
if
don't-
it would bypass the.
I'm gonna be
restrictions.
completely honest. I don't know what the heck's happening with all this, but you can certainly try, buddy.
The DM said we can certainly try.
Also,
That's a green light.
we're gonna need more flesh to get this started. So, do you particularly care for your feet or a hand, or were you using that calf?
What I could
It
also
would be an
do.
interesting
Are
challenge.
you using those wonderful biceps?
It would be an interesting challenge.
What I
to
could
fasten
also
a
do
mechanical
is if
foot
one of you
attached to
does
someone.
die, I could just cast Spare the Dying.
Mechanical foot for you, Gregory.
There you go.
Gregory wants to make a mechanical foot now since he's apparently they exist. And
I would like to cast mechanical foot.
move to that.
The only problem is that it would move independently. You'd have no control over it. So
It's like the restless leg syndrome, but always and it's haunted.
The thing of it, it's like
I think
you
Rowan
have
would be
a
cool with a peg leg.
boxing glove that extends. That way, with a boot.
Like Rowan would look cool, or he'd be fine cool.
Peg leg.
Both.
Yes.
cool or cool?
Who needs a leg? Who needs a limb?
Nobody
So
needs
we're
legs.
losing a limb.
Nobody
We're
needs-
dumping a lot of extra soul into this. Soul. And okay, it's time to calculate the bill. Let me.
You're really gonna give up a leg? Not an arm? Not 4 arms?
Rowan likes his arms. He uses
But
those.
still be missing a leg,
Who needs legs?
You can get a
Nobody
peg leg.
needs legs.
It's fine.
What are you talking about?
I suppose.
So
So he's not
having
losing a
his
whole
dad
leg,
is
just like
brain.
below the knee.
Yeah.
I think having a peg leg is worth getting your dad out of your brain.
This is fair. Especially if
At
you
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
That's
and then
gonna
if you
be
do that,
4,420 gold.
Jeez.
I will give up my portion of...
Random rolls plus math
Oh boy.
because it was. I had.
How much gold did you say we get?
I mean, to be
Uh,
fair,
6,000.
We are
Well, if you think
generating
about it, there is
human-
6 of us, so we'd each get 1,000.
Yeah.
If you don't want to pay Lilith, Valerie,
Lilith
or
and
Jim's.
Valerie, that's right.
Oh,
Jim's doesn't need money.
what are we paying?
Lilith is basically an indentured
Jim's
servant.
unlocked
She doesn't
Kraken
get
for the
paid.
first 2
Kind of
rounds.
Valerie, too.
Yeah, they're both like
Yeah,
on
Valerie.
loan to us because Spriggan did stuff for them.
They're doing this out of the goodness of their hearts.
That's
Unlike
right.
us, we're selfish.
We're the real adventurers here,
Yeah.
okay?
It's
We're
not
the
that
real
we're even,
murder
it's not that
hobos,
we're
not
even
them.
selfish. We're taking all the money for a charitable cause.
Yeah, we're donating.
Yeah, bringing Idris back. That's charity.
It is
NPCs.
charity.
It's not
Really
bringing
even
Idris
conscious.
back. It's
It's getting
freeing
him out of
Rowan.
Rowan.
Really care.
See,
Would they even use the
Make
money?
Rowan
then?
great again.
No.
Jim's has a date he can go on, so...
We could still give Jim's like 200.
Well, Sue can fund that.
Fun what?
Jim's date.
Yeah, we do still have our own.
Doesn't
money,
he have a
of which
boss?
I have for him.
I'm not his boss anymore.
He works for a non-profit, so...
Yeah, he
Isn't
works for a
Jim's in
non-profit. He
trouble?
doesn't get any of the money.
That's not my fault. Okay, if he had still been working for me, I could have paid him. But
Yeah, do you pay any of your sailors, by the way, that you abandoned there at the temple?
No.
they live there now.
Fine.
You're a horrible
Which
captain.
temple are they at?
The Temple
of
of
War.
War.
Okay, I'm going to convert them at some point. Just my call.
So-
Wait, convert the sailors?
yes.
Yeah, right.
So...
Not convert, really. More just, well, I guess convert. Never mind.
So,
Yes.
Understand, hey, you know how there's multiple
No,
gods?
he's gonna turn
and
them all into
things.
convertibles.
So, what are you guys planning on doing?
I'm willing to give up my share of money.
Okay.
Same.
I'm willing to give up my share of money and what Idris took from...
How much money do you guys have on hand now?
1,002 gold pieces.
I guess if I have 16.
Are you
plus
including
my
the
share.
I have
cut from
410.
Kraken kill?
Because we
Yeah,
haven't
I
gotten
only
that.
have two. I'm
Yeah, I was
only
gonna
have 2
say,
gold pieces.
She said
Right
the funeral
now.
hasn't happened yet.
Oh right, got
So you
it.
don't have the
Got it.
Kraken cut.
16.
16,
2.
18.
So
410.
700.
I have 469.
Oh, 469.
3,854.
Oh, wow. What do you know? Where did that come from?
So you guys are currently up to...
I'm the only one who's made money here.
This is true.
Idris made money.
7 doesn't
59.
matter.
So, quick guys, math it out. How much money do you guys have?
Nope.
Enough.
Let me get
How
my
much did you say?
calculator out.
We have enough.
something? Well, it's
Alright,
4,300.
Idris has.
It's 400.
469.
69.
469?
Nice.
Okay.
Is Gregory offering as well?
Yes.
How
I
much
have
is Gregory?
410.
Well, we are currently at 897 without shares or Sue. Is Sue donating any money to
I
this?
can. I'm not donating all of it.
How much are you donating?
3,000.
I'm not doing all of it, just
We need
Just most of it.
103 more gold, which could be easily grabbed from our shares.
Wait, what?
Sue is donating 3,000.
What number you? Yeah, he said it's 4,400.
4,420.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was just looking for 4,000.
4,420.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, Stefan enters
I like this number.
the room. He sees the
We need 523 more.
looks over at Torin, kind of like sees the group and walks into a corner table.
Who walked in?
Stefan.
Devin?
Everyone's favorite NPC.
What? Oh!
What?
Stefan and I have a deal. We can leave now. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
That's why Idris is playing.
Torin, you get that he did make eye contact with you.
Alright, Sue, we're leaving
I'm
now.
going to go over and speak with him.
Hey, I don't know who's in charge today.
Me.
But do we have any development on the
This is for two.
elfy elf situation?
Yes.
It's almost like it was
I assume he's referring to Idris.
Yes.
Well, considering the fact that we're about to give him his own body in a bit,
But we're short 500.
Is
So,
Stefan's so
Rowan has his soul and Idris' soul inside of his head at the same time.
right.
We're trying to separate that by giving a body for Idris.
All right. Whose body are we taking here? Because that sounds like a bad idea.
Well, Rowan is creating a clone of himself to stick Idris into, so things are going to get weird. Although you'll know which one is which because Rowan will be the one missing a leg.
Part of a leg.
Okay. So
most of the leg.
Yes, I know this is as weird as it sounds.
basically, what he says, you can get Idris out of that kid's body.
Yes.
I call him kid. He's older than me,
He's not a kid.
but out of that guy's body.
He's been through a lot.
Anything I can do.
We need 523 gold. Tell him.
Do you have any cash?
Tell him that we need 4,000
I have
gold.
110.
Alright, add 110.
No! He could have funded all of it!
We need 413. That's how much left we have. Which we can take out of shares.
Do they take
Why can't we
collateral?
just take our shares first?
Because
We need to do it before Idris gets in control. Because he might mess with the
you
plan.
guys declared you wanted the funeral tomorrow, and the funeral's where,
Yeah.
I said we could do it
I
tonight!
thought we were doing it tonight.
well, either you're doing the ritual tonight or you're doing the funeral tonight.
Yeah, I can't do both.
Why not? That'd be a
Virtual
great
Advent
funeral.
That'd be a great funeral.
And remember to Vilberg. Excuse me. We just need the
We
right.
need the money first.
Don't mind me. Bite the stick, please, and
Just keep talking. Let us know when you get to the will part.
great. Can I get some of that cash there? Thank you, buddy. Don't mind this guy being dead. We're trying to revive a body here.
Just
Lower one down and bring one up.
Why are we not just using Revivify on this dead guy that we're holding a
Longer than a minute.
Longer than a minute, and also he doesn't want
Somehow
us to
kill him.
come back
and
No,
we
wait,
He doesn't
not
want the
Revivify.
body.
The resurrection rod. Rod of resurrection.
because he doesn't want to come back.
we tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Did
did.
not work.
You did.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's about.
Nothing happened. Literally.
Basically,
nothing
if
happened.
he dies now, his family feels better about everything, and he gets to die a hero, and he's lived kind of a longish life, and it's a good bookend. He doesn't want to goof it up.
Cool.
Also, I don't know if Zach's coming back, so he's dead.
Yeah.
How can we get 413 gold?
Well,
How much money does
Larry?
Larry have on hand? Nikki hasn't
Does
donated
Sue have
anything.
more she could donate?
Nikki hasn't donated anything
well,
at all.
yes and no. Sue needs money. You don't understand.
It's your call. You got any funds? You can
No,
steal
because
from
Igris
you.
Cole
took it
doesn't
all.
have any money anymore.
Nikki probably
Nikki
has
does
some.
have money though.
Nikki, do you have money
What for?
for getting rid of Igris?
Yes, I do.
At the
Let me
moment,
see what I have.
at the moment we are short 413.
You should have gotten more out of Stefan. Is he still here?
Shake him down.
Where'd he go? Stefan!
How much did you say you needed?
We're short 413 at the moment.
I have 413.
We are short no gold.
I need delivery, sir.
Wow, 400.
When you go into your calculator to subtract the amount, but instead of subtracting the amount, you subtract 0.
Oh,
I subtracted the answer and gave me the
question.
not-
That's the
Actually, the answer and found the question.
It's like Jeopardy.
I have no money.
I have no money.
no money.
I have money.
It's okay,
Well,
we'll
I'm
get
going
it.
to have more money in a moment because of shares.
This is true. We're all going to have more money in a moment.
So this is fine.
We're probably going to gain money by doing this. If you think
Yes.
we're going to have more
I
money by
lost
the end
money.
of it.
Well,
You
we're,
lost money.
You lost
But
money.
you gained
All
in
of us will
Igris.
have more
Yeah, you-
money. By the
you get Igris.
Yay! Not for very long.
That's true. They're both going bye-bye.
We're like, hey, see ya.
Rowan is making money because Rowan was the one in the Kraken fight, not Igris.
Mm-hmm.
He gets the money.
So, do you guys want to do anything before the ritual?
The crazy, weird.
We should all get
there
very
are
drunk
things that
first.
Savin wants to do,
That
but
sounds
he's
like
on
a
the
bad
wrong
idea.
side of
I
the
don't-
island.
Pregnant women shouldn't drink alcohol. I don't think I should.
I'm about to give birth to myself, okay?
Trust me, Rowan, you will need it.
Yeah, you don't want any alcohol flowing in the blood of that leg that you chop off.
He just comes back and he's just a complete drunk the whole time.
Alright.
Goes
You're
bored out of alcohol.
I'm only 15 years old. I've had more alcohol than any of you.
So, I guess you guys kind of
5-year-old
wait
drunk
for the
Idris.
evening.
It's like I can shoot it with magic missile from way away.
Magic missile!
Who all is going to be part of this thing?
I think I have to. I mean, I'm
Unfortunately-
Rowan's gonna pass.
Why
I'm certainly
not?
going to watch.
Alright.
I'll be there in case Igris gets out of hand.
Nikki is busy doing things and stuff, so she's not there.
busy, sharpening sticks.
She's dealing with Chakal, who
Yeah.
just came off of her wedding. Right?
Yes.
She's currently out and about on our honeymoon.
honeymoon.
That's right, they
Poor
left.
They're on
Or
holiday.
rather, she's dealing with the lack of Chakal.
She's sharpening.
All the
Arrows.
mess that Chakal left.
She's sharpening all of the weapons in the dock.
She could be helping take care of the
I
funeral.
want to make jokes.
She's helping make funeral
but we're
arrangements.
live
Sure.
streaming.
So,
Right?
I want to make jokes, but we're live streaming.
So-
Wait for break.
Wait for the break.
you
Wait
guys
for the break.
meet at Agatha's, and you end
Do
up
we
going.
have to?
Ooh, it's red now.
Yeah, I see the button.
No. I can keep over buttons.
I cast
It
a
should be
button.
red.
Blood.
So,
No.
so
Ow,
it
my
starts off late in the
eyes.
evening.
We lower the,
It's
the
too bright.
brightness. I almost said the volume.
Brightness
volume.
is volume of
Same
light.
thing.
So
Ow.
you guys
Ow.
end up going a little further out of town.
All
To a bit of a clearing.
Where's the color?
into a bit of a stony,
Henge.
sort of like Stonehenge. Much more collapsed.
That's not ominous at all.
And let's see what's going on. There is no moon in the sky tonight. It's very dark. Those of you without dark vision, it's
I can't see.
I don't have dark vision.
it's not going so well.
Can I have the belt?
You have to
I
get
have
ring.
a ring and it glows.
You're
I just gotta
welcome.
crack this glow stick.
You like squish the ring, rub it in your fingers, just roll it in your hand.
I would like to light a bunch of torches and plant them ominously around the place.
Sure, you
And
do
I
so.
can see.
Torin, have you been gathering skulls of your enemies so you can
We
put on
can-
them as
yeah.
well?
I have thaumaturgy.
We can even have satyrs dancing
all those the torches, I'm making them green, ominous green.
Oh, come
Thaumaturgy.
on.
And there are harmless tremors in the ground.
Ah!
Agatha's like, okay, this is spookier than I thought.
Okay.
Behold!
Sorry, that's our fault.
Having too much fun, you know?
We like
I
a good
mean,
atmosphere.
you do know who you're bringing back, right?
Yeah, don't remind me. My mom kissed him and it was the whole thing. Anyway.
I don't want to
You
talk
did
about
what?
Yeah,
Oh,
my
it's
mom
just
had
like,
a thing for your dad. Like, your friend has a thing for you, your dad, you. Honestly, I'm scared.
Exposed.
I've got a tower if anything goes wrong.
Throw at you just.
So, there
That
is
gets
a
around.
well-dressed man
No.
in, like a black dark
How did you
suit,
get in that body?
hood up,
No.
smiling as you all walk up.
Who's this?
And that's
the devil.
So, whose
Wanna
leg
roll
would
some
take
dice
it?
and-
You realize that
Hey, Dad! No, I'm kidding.
Whose leg would take it today?
Shut up, it's not.
That would be
Alright.
mine.
You know.
Alright,
I
well,
would
okay,
know.
cool. Before we get started here, hi. My name's
Lucifer?
my name's none of your business, actually. So,
Pleased to meet you, none of your business. Oh no, I'm just off. You can do
Now
that.
you're
No, I
spreading-
mean first
Spriggan.
name, business,
Oh, yeah,
last
Spriggan,
name.
Spriggan.
so, I'm just gonna call myself Nunya. Anyway,
Nanya.
let's get started. I need a
Nunya.
volunteer. I need a volunteer to hack off this man's leg.
Oh, no.
Where's
Come on
Dragon?
Savin can volunteer. He deals with chopping fish and stuff.
All right,
like
buddy.
So rapier is exactly.
You're gonna need a slashing type weapon, something big.
I am not.
heavy.
I am not a
We've got 2 daggers.
combat medic. I am not.
That doesn't quite
No.
work. Does anybody have like an axe or something?
Like this +1 great axe.
That'll do it,
I'm
buddy.
not proficient. Chops head off.
I
Alright.
can use it if you would like. I am proficient.
I'll be fine.
I am proficient in all weapons.
Look, one
Yeah,
of
I have
you.
the feeling that Savin volunteered by pulling out a knife. And he's just like, no.
Either one of you
I
or
can
both
hold
of
you
you.
down.
That's fine.
I would
I'm
like.
gonna
To,
draw a card and grow big and then pin me.
I would like to.
More like whole person.
If you grow big, we can cut off less of you.
Oh.
You confiscated the cards.
I know. I'm not willing to risk that though. You
Can I
could get
pick pocket
smaller.
the
This
cards?
is Kelton speaking.
They are in a
Torin.
safe place.
Bold of you to assume I have the cards on me. I would like to take the axe.
Okay, take the axe. All right. Any other preparations?
Well, this does seem the occasion for some sort of spooky song.
Spooky, scary.
What's next to you?
I will roll performance.
Just say I'm going
That-
to apologize to you all
that's
if
either
I
a 10
die.
or a
Idris
cock.
is
Roll
definitely
again, it's
going to
cocked.
haunt you.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Wouldn't
that's
be the
worse.
first time.
Plus
Evidently.
That's
Yeah,
it.
obviously.
So that's a 14 to perform a spooky song
You
on.
rolled a 3, got a 14. Barnes are nuts.
Cause bored.
You start playing a creepy tune on your harp, and little dancing skeletons come around, flying through the air.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Okay. All right. Well, there we go then, buddy. You're gonna want to bite this. All right. Lie down here on this rock, please. All right.
Someone
Right
like
leg or
that.
left leg? It doesn't matter. It's up to you. Go for it, buddy.
Right leg or left leg?
Sport.
Left. Didn't train to be a medic. Never done this before.
Roll with advantage because he is prone.
True. Why don't we knock him unconscious?
It is a
first?
+1 as well.
+1, so that's.
Oh gosh. Don't that one.
Gosh.
Chops head
I
off.
cut my own leg off. That's a
Or that.
10 plus
Why'd you roll so low?
8. The first one was a 3.
10 plus 8.
That'd be.
bad.
Are you
18.
rolling for how
Is that
little
including
pain he
+1?
feels?
Yes.
Okay.
What is happening?
I'm
So-
going to attack him.
So great. Go ahead and roll the damage. D12 plus
Wow, we
plus
going
12.
Low damage or high damage?
Great axes.
Enough damage to chop up a leg.
Medium damage. 12.
Including the plus 1?
Yes.
Alright. So, you feel, oh boy! Bam!
Maybe I should
And
have raged beforehand.
your
You
leg
probably should have.
begins to sort of give way a bit.
Bones a man.
Take it
Begins to
again.
give
Is this
way?
the part where we're draining his
chopped him
life
with a
force or
giant
just taking
axe.
his leg?
Currently
Legs,
taking
not
the
just
leg.
chop off.
Okay.
What's his leg made of? Solid leather?
Yes. I mean, have you met him?
Barbarian.
To be fair,
Go ahead and
didn't
make
say
your
he took his
second
boots off
advantage
or
attack.
anything.
Yeah, that's right.
Rowan Dice wants to die with his boots on. The opposite
Alright,
of
that
me.
is a 24.
Alright.
Still
And
hits.
roll that.
That is 14.
Okay. So the leg is separated from your body at the moment. Alright, now we can begin. Alright. You got the
I'm
cash?
sorry, friend.
Got the cash?
Oh look, we all left it at home. Guess you'll have to die.
Alright.
He runs off.
Imagine it's like in Super Mario Galaxy where you
Okay,
start shooting coins into
So
him.
now I have 0 cash, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like no other wheel, just paying necromancer here.
Alright, and here we go. Now to bring all the power to myself. Just kidding, that's a little necromancy joke for you. Alright, here we go.
Calm down, Pat Sajak.
Say, Jack.
You
The
see
Bob
as
Barker.
the leg instantly compresses
Ooh.
into a small bleeding glob as he starts sculpting it into a little voodoo doll Rowan in his hand.
Ah!
Should we all roll for Constitution to
I'm gonna
avoid
need to
throwing
make
out?
another con
Go
save.
ahead.
I saved again.
What'd you roll?
Wait.
What'd you roll?
18 plus
Okay.
things.
I was in my saving. I've seen things.
Uh-huh. Constitution saving
You see
throw.
medic tens. It was not like this.
5.
You see this like, oh, so that's what a foot looks like when you feel kind of lightheaded and you're just gonna get on your knees for a little bit right now. Okay.
The skeletons all start hurling as well.
Alright, looking good. I'm going to go ahead and look at the clone spell.
Jeffrey's just like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Ah!
Where do I look?
I feel like this is wrong. This is so much.
It is
so
Very
It's
wrong.
very wrong.
It's very wrong.
Ah!
But it's Yggdras's fault.
Hilariously, Rowan's
Is it
the one
though?
who made you
Is
walk
it
across
though?
the line.
I feel like that's a fallacy.
That's funny.
That is funny.
That's funny.
You're all awful
Just
evil
'cause
now,
it's
by
not
the
so-
way. Anyway. Okay.
I can live with that.
I can live with that. Small price to pay.
Whatever. I was on that track anyway.
I should change some more. Anyway.
Actually, we should be worried about him turning awfully low.
You're probably more chaotic evil.
Yeah, probably.
He starts
Ocean stuff.
sculpting it more and more and more, and then
Pirate
he
who pirates from pirates.
begins like enlarging it, and it kind of shudders place, and then grows a little bit in size, and grows a bit more. It's now roughly the size of a toddler, and he takes it and he shoves it into this like muddy trench and starts
Baby's
holding it
not
under
cute.
the water.
Baby's not cute.
You see the limbs
hi,
begin to
baby.
thrash around. It's like, all right, now it's time to start sucking the health in. How much do you want to give, buddy?
Would you like to
I
cast?
can give you 60,
Yeah, let's do the weird 60.
and it will come slowly.
Slow and steady, that works, unless it kills us all. But let's not chance that, shall we?
They're all my spell slots.
Should we all be like really far away or something?
No, get closer. Maybe volunteer a little bit.
No.
No.
Why do you need your fingers?
What?
Let me just
I
make
can
sure
use
this
nostril.
maths out real quick, though.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't like this.
60. I can donate 60 hit points.
That's
All
okay.
right.
Michael's
We're
from-
doing the
What
weird
happens if you
60.
do this on a character that actually has limbs that grow back?
So
Does it just
you
go back?
start giving the spell slots and the hit points, start transitioning through. It's like, all right. We're gonna need a shred of originality for it to stick, though. I'm making this up. I don't know what's happening, frankly, and it scares me. Anyway,
When the necromancer is
He talks more
scared.
when he gets more nervous, and he's just like.
I should probably call my mom before this. Tell her I love her. It's been so many years.
Why
I
did
should
you
revive
turn-
her again.
Why did you turn to Christopher Walken?
It's just part of my charm, you know, buddy.
I mean, isn't Christopher Walken a necromancer?
Have
That's why
you
they call
seen
them
the man?
walkers.
So how much of your own are you donating?
On my own, Well, if we're giving him 60, then I can just give 5.
All right, 5. Go ahead. So take 5 off of your maximum there.
I'd like you to pull out your
sacrifice.
character sheet of you, yes, and I'd like you to take 5.
All right. So,
There we go.
Pick up your paperwork.
if you reach deep down your throat, you'll find the instructions.
Should we have
How many? What's your max hit points?
My maximum hit points was 65.
And it's now 60.
Yes.
So,
Now-
assuming all that's 6, that body's 65 in full.
Yes. If
Okay.
worst case scenario, it drops to 5 hit points.
Yeah.
But we don't know this.
Yes.
I don't know what's going
So-
We've
on.
got 8 hours to find out. So Yggdrasil
Um,
will wake up feeling fine or not
Assuming
very
Aegis doesn't
good.
take over the body.
So,
It's missing a leg. Yggdrasil will probably want the one with
That's
all its
true.
limbs.
I want both of you to roll percentiles.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, that doesn't count.
It's cocked.
This is not very good.
I feel like that thing is impossible
Okay.
not to be caught.
Shut up.
It rolls too much.
90.
Okay.
25.
No, wait. Is that a 90 or a 6?
Or a 6?
That's a 90.
Okay. Well, I was going to go if you both rolled high or if you both rolled low, but it's got the 50-50, so I'll just split the difference here. Okay. The body underneath, you can see a very slimy, very pale, very muscular arm burst through the muddy layer and begins like batting at the necromancer. He's like, okay guys, if you can maybe get him off, it starts grabbing him by the throat. Maybe
I
Grabbing
would
the
like to help,
necromancer?
but I'd like to help the necromancer out.
Okay, go ahead and make
Ooh.
a...
I'll cast Hold Person on the being formed body.
Okay,
Can I do that?
yes, what save is it?
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Probably.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna go puke in a corner really quick. I'll be back later.
This is Yggdrasil rising out of the
wisdom.
mud.
Wisdom.
No.
Wisdom.
Cool.
It
No.
auto fails. It is not a
It's
soul
it's
yet.
not has not a soul yet, so
But is
yeah.
it a person though? But then it's not a
It's
person.
not a person, it is a monster. I
You
guess.
hold monster.
I guess.
All right, I'm going to make my grapple check. What do I
Good
add to
idea
that?
though.
Wait,
It's muscle.
It's a grapple? What kind of...
It's,
Athletics. So it's athletics check.
Oh, wait. I probably
I
don't
think
have this.
that's break is.
So is it?
Is it just an attack roll plus your?
What?
To
Grapple,
make,
grapple
make a
check?
grapple.
When you grapple, it's an athletics check.
Athletics.
Oh, it is just
Great.
okay.
That is
I
a.
would like to cast guidance.
What do I do?
You can roll a d4 and add that to the ability check.
It didn't land in my thing. So it's cocked. That's a 3.
Okay.
That's a 25.
Cool.
I suppose guidance was a little
Do
unnecessary.
you want to know what Rowan's
I
athletics
should be
is?
inspiring people. What
What?
are we doing?
Sure.
+7.
Okay.
Nice.
You begin grabbing the arm, pulling it, and then the other arm by your neck.
Oh,
I would
that's
like to
fun.
help with that one.
Okay.
How do I do that?
Here, I'll give you inspiration for that help. Second.
Thank you.
I just realized I should be doing that a
What
lot.
what kind of check was it again?
I'll
Oh,
just
no.
should
It was
I'm the
athletics.
necromancer.
Rowan's over here bleeding out.
Athletics.
I know.
Somebody
You
should
would
probably
kick?
make a medicine
Nat
check on
20
All right.
plus 6.
You, with the power of God and enemy on your side, drive through both. You just kind of like wedge your arms between both of them and just like, and like fulcruming
why
your
you
elbows
swim.
against their sternum, just force the hands back into the water. And you have a moment
That
where
kid.
this guy you keep calling squishy and kind of weak just manhandled zombie boy off you. You're like, all right, you know what?
That's fair.
I mean,
We got off
it would have
days.
been fine. My athletics is a plus 6, so.
So,
This Rowan is strong.
at this moment, you see the stars overhead. Midnight begins to pass, and I want Idris to make his possession attempt.
Can he make an attempt to possess the other body, or just...
Actually, yeah, Idris can choose. Is there a specific body he wants to possess? Legless Wonder, or potentially 5 hit points?
But no one knows it's potentially 5 hit points.
Idris is
'Cause
really
I'm-
smart though.
Because the thing
No
I'm
one knows. This is Frankenstein with magic here.
Uncharted
Yes.
territory.
I was
You should
increasing
Frankenstein
your
involve
max
magic.
HP.
Yeah.
And technically,
it would've been something
no
that
one
God
has
was
any
insane
means of
for
knowing
man,
whether the
I mean,
body...
technically, right now, I actually have 120 max HP.
Technically, yes. But technically, we don't know how much of that actually went toward the thing.
Yeah. Well, actually, technically, I would have 60 because I would have paid it.
Yeah.
All
All he knows is the other body has more hit points at the
Yeah.
moment and no peg leg. Or rather, it has both as its legs.
Yeah. All he knows is that it has all of its limbs, it's really strong,
And more healthy.
and more healthy. So yeah, Igris probably would attempt to go for the
Alright.
blue body.
Cool.
Yeah, that
So
sounds
like
like
you should
Igris
just
gambling.
automatically take it.
So
You'll take that gamble.
In that
As soon as
case,
he does that, I can cast a person.
This is true.
Of course, he's intelligent. So
and
But he's not
Igris.
necessarily
Calculated
also, he's not going
risk.
to kill people because he wants to be alive.
He's used to having
Once
only
he's
5
you
hit
feel
points.
yourself being currently restrained under the
always
water,
take the tough
water in your
feet.
lungs, and you feel a quiet in your head you haven't felt
In years.
it feels like an eternity, but in quite a while. You don't hear, at the moment, you don't hear Matthew McConaughey. You don't hear your annoying son.
Wait, that's it.
At the moment, you don't hear Groomsh either. For now, at least.
Ooh.
You are currently also being held underwater, and you do hear yourself choking and sputtering.
Just gonna tap on the arms like the.
Okay, you guys feel some tapping.
I let go, but I'm standing ready to do it again.
Okay.
I have my spear.
Probably release that.
Alright, let's see your newborn baby boy. And
He's not going to be the rest, is he?
a new teenage boy
A new teenage Rowan.
comes out.
I've seen worse.
Very muscular.
So if he loses all his HP, he goes down to 5, his muscles just deflate. Just like, it goes from being muscly to just being really fat.
No, he just immediately has a permanent cold.
He still has the same strength.
Yeah.
He's there.
You ever seen a naked half orc that
I guess he just wouldn't be healthy.
Not fun.
So Idris, actually Rowan,
Which one are you talking to?
the actual Rowan,
The Rowan.
the one-legged Rowan.
The one-legged, bleeding out Rowan.
The Rowan I would like to cast Cure Wounds on.
Okay.
Do you have
Wait,
spell slots
no.
left?
It's a level 1 spell slot.
Wait.
The other one was level 2 and higher. So I have level 1
Save your
spell
spell slots. I'd like to use a healer's kit on him.
slot.
Okay. You kind of
Well,
stabilize.
hang on. I'm going to use my healer feet on him.
Okay, fine.
Wait, no, you can't get any more hit points, right? He's at his max.
He's at his maximum right now.
No, you took damage.
No, yeah,
Rowan
yours
is very hurt.
Okay.
because
He has
Yeah.
almost just a little over half of his hit points.
Right. So you gain 9 hit points.
And
You cannot get another use of that until a long rest.
you take one of the green torches and you cauterize and bandage the wound as well. So, Rowan, I want you to make a con save.
Oh, joy.
I don't suppose I can cast guidance on that one.
Sure.
Is it? Because it's not considered an ability check, is it?
No, it's not ability.
Yeah.
Oh.
12. Just before you start to slowly black out, you see what appears to be what you've seen before in the mirror at home.
Gosh.
But much younger.
And pellier and
Gosh.
with
But
a horrible smile.
the slight, crooked part of your teeth is perfectly straight.
No, he's you, but better.
For now.
Some of the smaller, teenage acne and stuff, perfectly smooth.
Do elves get that?
And you see,
He's a half elf, so
there's-
he's on half of his face.
when
No,
you
it'd be funny if it
remember
was just
Paul
like
looking in the
from
mirror and
here.
seeing your own
There's a
angry,
crooked
trapped
line.
expression, you see a kind of sly, smug grin.
You're like,
And
I know
then
that
you see
face,
blackness.
but I
in your
don't know that
unconscious.
Before you go unconscious, oh, what have I done?
Gods, what have we done?
You hear Ty in your head.
Sorry.
I'm not judging your lifestyle, but I feel like this was weird.
Savin would like to agree
Thanks,
mentally.
God.
Hey, buddy, let's
I'm glad you think this is weird too,
Do
God.
not do this
let's
again.
maybe not do this ever again.
No.
It's fun,
end this
but let's
now.
not.
No.
Okay. Idris,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
Is somebody going to give me some clothes? It's a little chilly out here.
Yes, someone.
Does anyone have clothes?
Not me.
Would you like to give him the cloak you just got?
What cloak?
Exactly.
No. Thank you. That doesn't belong to him. How about?
I have no spare clothes.
My lower half is covered in fur mostly. It's fine.
this blanket that I conveniently brought.
I've got a shirt. I'd like to give him.
Besides, anything I have would
You
definitely
have
be too
the
small.
upper half
Guys.
of my traveling.
Guys,
prestidigitation
don't worry
of
about it. You see, I came prepared. Here's your celebratory clone robe. Here you go. It's like a black cultist robe thing.
Of course
It's
it
got weird stitchings and sigils and
Bottom right corner.
creepy things.
No, it's Keepers of Clyde.
Yes. All right. Well,
You happy?
if you don't have anything else to do, I'll.
Me?
So how old is Sue?
He's a little bit too young for you.
How old is
so
Sue?
I'm afraid that would be
Me?
legal.
Yeah, Sue.
27, 28?
How old is how old is Idris?
Physically 17-ish.
Huh.
But only physically.
He's underage, Sue.
Hi, this is
No.
medieval times. I'm an adult.
This is
True.
true.
Fair.
Besides, it's still Idris. His body's just young.
His body is just Rowan. And,
Young Rowan.
Young, perfect Rowan.
I
Young-
see this as an absolute win.
I make jokes, but we're live streaming.
Wait till the break. Ben, can we get to a break soon?
So probably yeah. So Idris is alive. Rowan is unconscious with one leg. You know, I think everyone turns to the duckish. I guess.
Yes.
Celebratory drinks all around.
Is
No.
Idris going back to the duck as well?
Yes, but Idris is going to take his personal belongings from Rowan.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Go ahead and mark that off on yourself. So you guys carry the unconscious Rowan
Yes.
back to the duck.
And holding on to Rowan's great axe and looking very warily at Idris.
Yeah, same. I got my spear.
I don't know what you guys are so worried about.
I know, it's like they expect me to do something.
I mean, you're always doing
And
something.
you just
You know.
turn, then we go boom!
Aside from tried and incited insurrection, it's fine.
Which we don't know about.
You have no
Yes, we
proof.
do.
We don't know.
You
that
know,
he's-
you
I know.
I know.
That's
you
true.
know.
I know.
You
He
know it was
knows.
Idris?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
How
We
do
don't.
you
I know it was Rowan. Who else would do that but Idris?
This is true.
I don't know,
saw
Green?
Rowan, but it was definitely not something Rowan would do, so.
I don't know,
Wasn't.
Plot twist, there was no Rowan this whole time.
Oh!
Plot twist, Idris already always had two
Plot
souls.
twist, it was Groomsh that was sharing the body.
What?
And you just gave Groomsh the perfect version.
Barbarian body. Little alpha for my taste, but a little bit of makeup and no one will notice. So,
You would do that. Thank you for not.
I haven't yet. So, you guys make it back to the dock, and we're going to call a break here.
Sweet.
Okay.
Sweet.
If I can hit the right button. Alright.
I am weirded
So-
out.
At approximately what time did this all finish?
Midnight.
It was roughly
The witching hour.
So at 8 o'clock in the morning, you're going to have to decide on whether Yggdrasil keeps 60 of his hit points. Because it lasts 8 hours.
Cool. Oh my god, a little food. I'm hungry.
Okay, cool.
Ben, are there any drinks?
Drink.
There are. We have a 2-liter.
Is there food as well?
Dibs.
Ugh. Feel old.
I feel young.
That's nice.
was going to say. I'll get you a monster. Get you a monster and some Doritos. Maybe some
Do you
Funyuns.
have Xbox?
Maybe some Funyuns.
Shit, I keep on kicking things. It
Oh,
pains
this
me.
one right here.
Oh wow, it pains me to do this.
I know. I've learned.
Oh my gosh, Idris is back.
He has different stats now.
So do you have to redo all of the Yggdrasil's stats?
Well, I'm not going to bother because you know he's not going to be here anymore.
I suppose. Good.
Sailing off into the
Just
sunset.
gonna,
you know.
I mean, I guess
save
his
myself
what?
the trouble.
What stats would stay the same? Like intelligence and wisdom?
Yeah.
Everything else would change to...
So Rowan's. And also, presumably 65 hit points, possibly 5 hit points. Then it's just a weird question of where is his level go? Is he still a level 4 wizard who just happens to have 65 hit points?
I would think so.
But still only have, oh wait, that should be 4 d6 hit dice?
Ben, you've really gone into some weird territory with.
Ah, but
I
he
mean,
doesn't
if
have
you
to deal with
think
the
about it-
consequences.
If you
It's
think
true.
about it, you can make your character start at more or less any age, so...
I'm 2. Actually, less than 10 minutes old.
This is true.
What were you, born yesterday? Actually, I was.
But I'm an
Yes.
old soul.
They tell me I'm wise.
You know, my past life, I think I was
Nobody can
many
would
things.
accuse Igris of being wise. He makes very dumb decisions.
He's intelligent though.
He's intelligent, he just doesn't make smart decisions. And the difference between wisdom and intelligence.
So it makes smart decisions, just not wise decisions.
He knows that the tomato is a fruit. He doesn't know not to put it in a fruit salad.
And 3,
So you'd think it would be fun.
2, 1. Oh no, the camera died.
Oh, man.
Here you go, Helen. We're going away, present the fruit salad.
Hallam's not gonna like this.
Yeah.
Is he gonna like it more or less than the earlier situation?
I don't even know.
A necromancer chopped off Rowan's leg to generate a new body in which to stick Rowan's dead father's soul.
No.
Can we say
It
everything?
was a
I
deed
had
done
a
with
second
good intent. Let's just leave it at
Some
that.
of the worst things imaginable were done with the
I think it
best
was
of
fine.
intentions.
You guys are
Ever heard of the
overreacting.
Manhattan Project?
So, a thought occurred to me.
The Third Reich.
Since,
Hip hop.
what's his face? Since Igris died
Yeah.
on the evening before the being a female spell wore off. What if, like, you know, he possesses the body? It's like, oh, I'm a girl for another 4 hours.
That would be
Anyway.
funny.
My eyes.
Oh well, too
Would
late.
the spell have ended even though he died?
Yeah, it probably would have. Because it doesn't affect his soul.
Or does it?
I don't
I
think
don't
it would carry over.
We're saying
I
it
mean,
did.
it couldn't affect his soul.
Are we
It's not
starting
like
now?
he turned into a feminine Idris. Just feminine in form.
Anyway, so
We're live again?
we've been live.
Oh, okay. It was just the mic on for a bit.
Yeah, it was just the.
Got it.
So, anyway,
Hello.
Idris,
Yes.
you still have to sleep.
Yes, we give him one flaw.
Sleep.
I would like
At
to
least
go
you
back
were
and
getting
take a
practice.
long rest and get all my spell slots back.
You do so?
I would love a drink, even though Larry's not up. I can get it myself.
All 9 spells.
Susan's there. She's a bottle as you walk in. I'm not going to ask questions,
Thank you.
but that's it for tonight.
Because that's all the alcohol on the island. All gone.
Cheers.
Wait, which one are you
Is Sue going
cheering?
to spend the night with her new man?
The one who's conscious.
Oh, that's not good.
The one with 2 good legs. Rowan doesn't have a leg to stand on right now.
No, he does. He just has a leg. He just has a leg to stand on.
He only has one.
I'm assuming we're keeping Rowan in the guy's room like normal?
Yes.
Okay.
We don't have any more beds. We
And
added another person. We don't have
Savin
enough
will
beds.
also be keeping an eye on
the
him.
girls' room has
Being
a
the
bed.
cleric and all.
Mm.
Technically, yeah, the
The
girls'
column's
room is
not
more or less
there.
empty now. It's just
Yeah.
Sue
It's
and
just
Nikki.
Nikki. Quick, shove Nikki in the boys' room.
She'd probably feel more comfortable there.
She'd
Yeah,
probably
so
leave
start
as soon as
feeling-
Seeker's walked in anyway.
She'd probably be like, no.
So,
Shall we
anything
prepare the
you guys want to do in
honeymoon
particular as
suite
you
for Sue and Yggdrasil?
drink in
I have
in
a
the
boat,
evening?
you know. Oh.
Get a boat, you two.
So, I think we should leave as the earliest convenience.
I
Well,
agree.
I would prefer we wait a little bit for Tessa and Halon. They are planning on leaving, and I promise to stay for a little bit.
Why would you do that? Your ship's gonna get...
It needs
Zest.
more fixing up. It's still not exactly long journey seaworthy.
Next
Yes.
day, your ship is missing. There's a note from Miranda.
No.
My boat.
Now I have 2 boats.
It's like, no, we can't leave immediately. But at earliest
We
convenience.
still don't know what happened to Miranda, right?
Still don't know.
I like to imagine she got eaten by spiders.
Just
I like to think she
Goof.
drowned. Horribly.
Just like Goof.
Got eaten by spider sharks.
Yes.
Spider sharks.
I could live with that.
She was drowned under by
lava-breathing
spiders.
spider
Drowned
sharks.
in an
Lava breathing spider sharks.
Drowned Bob.
And
I
they're
don't even with
invisible,
the Oxford comma.
so you can't see them.
Spiders are now the army.
You just walk into the webs all the time.
Ah! That's what Trump
Anyways,
is, don't you
Alright,
know?
so,
Ah!
How long is a long rest considered?
8 hours.
Oh, how convenient.
Hmm.
So we all wake up right as the...
So,
Yggdrasil collapses into a frail old man.
so all the guys in the guys' room. So, Rowan, you wake up a little first, having been kind of knocked out, and you wake up, there's a throbbing pain in your leg,
Ah, Rowan, sleep.
What leg?
and you look over,
He's like,
and there he
fixing
is.
you. Wait a second.
still resting, still looking smug, oddly enough.
Was Yggdrasil in the room?
You're dead.
You, your dad. I'm my own father.
And
In multiple ways.
Yeah.
what's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC.
Yeah.
Let's
Whoa.
see.
Your father is now in the body
Isn't
of
that-
your son, kind
13.
13. Alright. Torin, you wake up from your light, uncomfortable, distrustful sleep of everything.
Sleeping with one eye open, you know.
And you see there's the one-legged Rowan looking at smug Yggdra's body.
Debating whether or not to
Savin,
slit its throat right there.
you wake up
I leave
rather
now.
early as well.
Is that Rowan?
Yes.
Just you immediately leave.
Yggdra's, I want you to make a con save.
Am I using Rowan's con since I have his body?
Since you have his body, it would be Rowan's con.
That was a 16.
Okay, you keep your hit points.
Ooh.
I was really half hoping he would drop.
Dang.
I would like to oppose
I
the
had to give
advantage.
some weird roll to this because I don't know.
That I think that worked.
I don't want to just imperiously declare yes or no because no is hilarious, but
Percentile.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Roll for luck.
nah, that's why I went with the.
Roll a 7d4 and subtract 6 from it.
Still healthy.
Still here, still alive, still better than you.
Not for long.
So you wake up, Yggdrasil, and you see that there are.
Everybody's staring at me.
Not looking at you.
See something you like.
actually.
If we did, we'd be.
Wait, have I woken up?
Sure.
Are you feeling all right, Rowan? Is there any way I might help?
I don't know. Can you grow back a leg?
Unfortunately, not.
Not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Give me a couple more levels.
I turn to Idris. Well, Idris and Rowan's body. You've been a Rowan. Would you like to see what it's like to be a frog?
No, I think I'll pass. I would like to see what Howden would look like as a frog. Just imagine a little frog with little angel wings fluttering about, going, redemption!
I turn you into frog anyway. Alright.
Too bad. I wanted to see what it was like, so.
It's not part of my scheme. No, they'll never catch me. I'm all slimy.
That's fine.
So anything you guys
You're
want
already
to
slimy.
do in this day?
I have to go looking
Well-
for a 3-person tent
Funeral.
before the funeral.
I would like to help
I
with
thought the
funeral
funeral was last night.
preparations.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's
No,
today.
it's today.
Sure. So in the morning, you go looking for a tent.
Yes.
You go to the temple to help
Do you want some
everyone
help with that?
operations.
Because I need to stay near you because you're my ride.
In more ways than one.
We're live, Kelton! Yeah, we already had break!
With me and Alex and Sienna.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
It's Thursday's morning shift. Then we can crack all the anyway.
I'm sorry. I don't think they heard me anyway. It's fine.
Chat, if you heard that,
Press F to pay respects to everyone's dignity. It just
so,
left.
basically what happens is Alex makes a joke. I escalate it. Not Sam.
Not there. Though
Sienna makes
definitely
a
would
joke
do
out of
that.
nowhere that catches us all off guard, and then I sexually assault Alex.
Okay.
By the way, that happens every Thursday.
It's a normal
No.
day at work.
that sounds about right!
Sounds about right.
Hey, I just realized, technically speaking,
Yeah.
if Gregory had removed his finger, well, the ship wouldn't have actually sunk, but let's pretend that the ship actually would have sunk,
It would have, but yes.
then he single-handedly saved the rest of the party.
So you can mark that off the bucket list.
There we go.
Single-handedly.
Just
Perform a dark ritual to
Get
bring
it?
back the Dark Lord on there.
Single-fingeredly.
Hang on, is there a ritual thing on there? Because I feel like...
We've had many rituals.
We've had many rituals. Idris helped with one.
Rescue a
Idris
damsel in
benefited
distress?
from one.
Is Idris a damsel?
She really
No.
was.
I mean,
Not
we
really in
saved
distress
Tessa.
either.
You saved Tessa.
This is true.
It's more like Tessa was handed to us.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And then Tessa helped save us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that one doesn't count.
You saved by a damsel on there?
Anyway, so,
Breaking gender rules on that.
So, you guys, you go to Anne's shop.
Yes.
She happily finds a tent which is worth a certain amount of money that is
2
listed
gold
here.
pieces.
Told you I still need
Great.
money.
It's 3 gold pieces because it's a 3-person tent. It's a little different. Fancy, isn't it?
He was in a hurry. Well, I assume you were in a hurry.
Yes, one of those fancy
Yes, we were
3-person
both in a
tents.
hurry because I want to leave.
Does Yggdrasil's voice crack every once in a while?
He's 17. He's past puberty.
Yeah.
But he's an elf, they live longer. Does their puberty
Half.
last longer?
Half elf. They live about the same as you.
So that means for half his
I'm
life he's a
50.
human.
I'm 50% less cool.
Yeah, which has.
This is true.
Well, as a half
Half
elf,
in
you
which
still
different
have
class?
puberty then.
So,
Does
for
it
three-
last longer?
So 3 gold, you purchase the tent.
Done.
Then we're sure
Are
at
you
the same
guys
rate as
going to
humans.
the funeral-ish now?
Funeral-ish?
Where's the funeral being held?
Funeral.
Temple of...
Well, the funeral-ish, I guess
Temple of Yesu or at the docks. They're 7 on location.
I have to go to the temple anyway, so can the funeral be at the
Ooh,
temple?
I have to go to the temple.
Sure, it's at a temple.
Why do you have to go to the temple?
I have to pay respects to my old body.
And
And also, I want to freak out Helen.
So,
He's just gonna think it's never mind.
He's gonna try and swat you.
the
son.
party is there.
Hold on, we'll
at
run
the,
back to the dock, pick up Rowan, and we'll bring him down.
No,
Does Rowan want to be at the funeral?
we are not
Rowan
carrying
wants to-
anything.
Leg of some sort. Can you get a crutch?
Time to go to
You can
Agatha's.
use your great axe as a crutch.
There we go.
+1 crutch.
Yeah, Rowan will go to the funeral.
All right. So the party's at the funeral,
Aye.
except for what's her face on her honeymoon.
Well, she wasn't there for the Kraken fight.
Yeah. So everyone goes up and Patron steps up to there. Some of you who have been here for a while may remember Wilburg Fiegling as something of a cowardly boy. I never knew him because I didn't get here until he had already left, but that's besides the point. His family didn't like him, and well, you know, rich people's families can sometimes be mean.
Yep.
The moral of the story is, never let the Dragon Man give a eulogy. Now, Keanu Reeves, if you would please.
Keanu Reeves is so good.
Keanu Reeves steps up. Hello? My name is Keanu Reeves, and I am the...
Thank you, Zach.
Hey, it's the Fortnite guy.
And I was the personal assistant to Wilburg Fiegling. I don't know. I don't want to say for certain what happens to us after we die, but I do know that our loved ones will miss us very much. And
There's a
that's all I have to say
50%
about
chance
that.
you come back anyway, so it's fine.
Did he have any children?
So-
Specifically a son that was half something else.
Michael Fassbender walks up. Hello, I'm Michael Fassbender, and I was his manservant. I worked with him for quite a while, and
Gentleman's gentleman.
it was always interesting working for Wilburg. He always seemed to have this spirit in him that wanted him to be more, greater than what he was in life, and he saw his chance and he took it. And I'm glad for him. He walks off. Note in hand, hand kind of shaking.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Feels so good.
Hello.
Mr. Stark.
I'll
My
cast
name's Tom Holland.
inspiration on Holland to keep him from breaking it down totally.
Okay.
I mean, not
It's a what? Is it D8?
Yes.
Desperation.
Inspiration.
You can't look at him and go,
On
well,
the spot.
Outspiration.
Expiration.
Expiration.
So he's going to make a...
That would be the opposite.
Oh, wow. Okay, then.
He immediately stops shaking. Stands up straight.
And then burst into tears.
Mr. Fiegling was a great boss, and you know, I was really happy that he could be there in my life. I was his shoe shiner, and I'm just so glad he gave me the opportunity to work for him and really help me, you know, get out of the situation I was in life and make something of myself. He was a great guy, no matter what his family says. Thank you. He walks off. And now for the reading of the will. Keanu. The last will and testament of Wilburg Fiegling. Seeing as I may not return from the adventure I now find myself on, I have prepared this document in my last will and testament of life to be executed to the word in the event of my untimely death. Of my liquid assets totaling 18,000 gold pieces, I bequeath 1/3 to my shoe shiner, Tom Holland, without whom my enemies would have never seen their faces reflected in my boots as I kick them in the head. Tom's eyes go wide.
What?
He went out to last. You know, it's fine. You were busy. To my other retainers, Keanu Reeves and Michael Fassbender, I leave another 1/3, out of which will come any funeral cost befitting my station. Finally, to the party of adventurers whose persons I have perished fighting to protect, I leave the following items, as well as the remaining 1/3 of my treasure to squander as they see fit. Tell my family I love them. So, to Sylph Ragnarok, you get his +1 great axe, which I believe you currently already have, 5 special arrows and bolts, which I believe have already been bequeathed to you,
Those, I think the weapons were the only things that were immediately given out.
cap of water breathing. Anyone particular want it? I'll just hand it to the closest person for safekeeping. Cloak of protection.
Yay!
Headband of intellect, Nikki.
Screw you.
And the belt of dwarven kind.
I so want that.
I don't need any enhancements.
We also have a decanter of endless water.
Then you could have endless
Can't
obsidian.
prevent this water.
Make a water gun. An infinite water gun.
And 1 potion of superior healing, which is just passed to the nearest person. Somebody write that down. Let me check Nikki. She doesn't have it written down. Somebody write that down. She has party has a superior healing potion.
Well, if we need any
What's
cobblestone,
unarmored defense? It's 10 plus dex, right?
10 plus dex.
Who's writing the greater healing potion? Me?
It's superior.
Go for it. Superior.
I mean, if you don't want to, you just will gladly take the potion.
Okay, so that is the funeral.
Now I have 2 potions.
Winds to a close, some tearful goodbyes, some surprise comments that, oh, Vilberg actually made something of himself. Good for him.
He made a potion of himself.
So, anyone else want to do something right now?
I'd like to attune to my belt.
Alright, you're gonna spend, that's an hour, I believe, right? Or is it-
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
a short rest.
You go to Tessa?
Yes, I told her I'd come back with the tent.
You're there with the tent.
I follow.
She, again, gives you the side hug and looks at you and smiles.
Looks at teen Rowan.
And then she looks at you, she's
That
going
was
to
a
make an
teenage
insight
Rowan.
check.
She's gonna be like,
Teenage Rowan in London.
I mean, because the face, though it looks like Rowan, it still has Yggdras's.
Smirk.
Smarm.
It has his personality.
She writes to you, is
Rowan's
Rowan
body
feeling
doing
okay?
Yggdras emotes.
She writes to you, is Rowan feeling okay? He looks a little different.
Oh no, that's not Rowan. That's Idris. This is Rowan's clone body. Yeah, last night was really weird. Really weird.
They put this in the maggot. I see. Thank you for the tent.
You're welcome. We will be staying until you've delivered and then probably leaving when you do.
Alright, well, glad for the time we've known each other. We'll see each other again sometime.
Can go get more drinks.
I have to go say hello to Helen.
Oh, and the money that we're
We have to
spending.
find
Did
the
it
door.
actually say that-
Closes the door.
It's stress check.
Oh,
How much money did you give to us?
6,000.
And how are we splitting this? 10,000 apiece? Or
10,000 apiece.
Yes,
Whoa.
that's how math
your
works.
I would like to cast transmute.
1,000 apiece, or are we giving some to NPCs?
It would be much simpler if we just did it 1,000
1,000
apiece.
apiece.
Okay. Cool.
NPCs don't need anything.
I have money!
I just write a 1 next to that.
Jims, as you, Torn, as you're attuning to your item,
lost
she just
money
kind of like walks by, kind of plops down next to you.
Who is this?
Jims.
Oh.
Hey, Torn. So you were in the military, right?
That's right.
Did you ever see a bad situation and you tried to help, but your boss wasn't happy about you about you doing that?
Sorry.
Can't say I ever experienced that until I left the military. I always tried to stay on the right side of people as I did my job. But I did run into quite a few people in my adventuring days who didn't appreciate my methods. What's wrong?
Brother Onvard, did some scrying on us while we were doing the whole Kraken fight business because, you know, historians keep an eye on these events, and he told me that my job was to watch, to record, and to not interfere. And I sort of,
Kind of.
part of it because I want to show off, so that's on me. But Also,
He showed off.
something that monstrous, and I had a chance, even if it killed me, to give you guys a better shot at it. What? Why would it be bad for me to take it? And it worked, and I'm still surprised, but I don't feel like I did a bad thing.
I have no doubt that we would have been a lot worse off had you not helped. And in my experience, when there's people who are able to help but don't, those are the ones who allow the worst damage to happen. I think you did the right thing.
Yeah, I'm just confused because, Anvar took us in and then told us about, well, you weren't there yet, but, when Captain Sue and when the other group that I was first with crashed on the island, Anvar took us in.
Wrecked.
Crashed.
He's a sailor. He
Crashed.
should know this.
No.
He's more of a landlubber who took the sailing job to get away from home.
Crashed.
You
Seems to
do
be a
not
common theme among
crash
sailors
ships.
and pirates.
Only spaceships.
When we
Yes.
ran aground violently
guy.
with much force and
He would
effort
know.
because of the Kraken, Brother Anvar took us in
Yes.
and he told us about the book, and he
He's
told us to
explored many a
go
wreck.
and find it, and that would be kind of our way of paying him back.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you guys want to go explore
And
that
that
ship crash
started
in the ocean?
a lot of
On the
this
Titanic's crash.
because this group was here.
Crashed
The
right
Kraken
into
Crash of the Titanic.
sent Savin to take him out, and because Savin met them and joined Tide, that all got turned around. Because I don't. So that was getting involved. But then, because I actively got involved, it's the I don't know. Maybe I just don't like fair fights.
Well, in my experience, historians often like to stay out of things so they can look back smugly and say they always knew the right course of action. In the moment, it's harder to tell what the right thing to do is. Though I do believe that you did the right thing.
Alright, well. Thanks for the talk.
Of course.
He walks off.
The crash of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
No, that's not what it's called.
It is
That's
now.
Tim Hawkins' version.
That's not even
Well
what it's
died.
called.
So, 7. Anything you want to do today?
You want to convert some more followers?
I think I'd be starting with your sailors.
Well, they're kind of far
But
away.
they're far away.
Jims is here.
Wait, how do you know they exist?
And Jims is here.
You've
And
spoken of them.
Jims
You've
is
spoken
here,
of
and
your
he's
crew.
starting to be in trouble with his order. So
Savin's not gonna rip him from his order unless he is cast out first. In which case, he's not ripping him from his order.
Follow the rules of
Gregory, is there anything you want to specifically accomplish?
rules of chivalry when it comes to converting people.
I think so. Okay. Well, if you want to start a bit of a journey, we can go around doing that.
But I suppose if there are any sailors around, Savin might start talking to them.
Alright, so
Hey,
you head to
Lil.
the docks?
Yeah, just.
yeah, we should
talking
probably
to
see
sailors.
Lilith and what's her name home.
Also, I'm going to increase my constitution.
So what's our next step? To acquire the actual book from the thief?
Wait.
Pretty much.
We're still waiting for
We
an
need the
angel
feather.
feather.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I guess time jump.
Oh, I
you
need to
don't.
shove off all of the McGuffin
Oh,
stuff because
yeah.
I have a couple things.
So,
Don't you have all the McGuffin specific stuff?
I did remember
I know I
something.
have the sword material.
I have the ink in the
Idris
bottle.
wants to cash in on his deal with Groomsh.
What deal?
Yes.
He made the orc stronger.
Oh yeah.
some of them.
Well, the overall strength, the average strength of orcs that are loyal to Groomsh just increased.
What did he just do?
He made the orcs
There was
stronger.
an orc rebellion.
There was a
It was.
minor uprising. Oh yeah, so there's he sowed the seeds
Seed the sows
of dissent before they left, and basically said, hey, if you guys want to have an uprising, you have a window of like 4 days until people can start arriving freely to the island. And some of the orcs took him up on that. And because small roll, not a ton of them did, but
Cool.
Dark vision.
Lucky.
So when does the beard show up?
you have to roll for it.
When?
I wish it was that
When you
easy
wake
with
up.
a beard.
So, do you want to? So you're at the docks. What do you do?
You have less than half my hit points.
This is true.
How many points do you have, Greg?
I mean, tell the sailors about how the Kraken's dead and tell them about Tide and stuff. Specifically that. I walk up to them and say that exact sentence and then walk away.
Tide bless your
The
dead.
Kraken is dead and Tide is back and stuff.
Just like that.
Walks off to next sailor.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage for that delivery.
No.
I would like to see Lilith and Valerie home.
Okay.
They have held their
Rowan
deal.
would like to get a peg leg. Make it out of Kraken bone.
What'd you roll?
20.
20?
Natural.
Can make you a shark
Disadvantage?
skin leg.
Oh, with disadvantage? I wasn't actually going to say it that way to them.
okay. Well, how are you going to say it? Make me roll.
No.
Are you doing it like person to person? You doing soapbox speech? What? Yeah.
He's all set up for it right here on the ship.
You can't use my ship for your soapboxing.
You want some inspiration?
I suppose he'd go slowly person to person until they
Play a jaunty
grouped up
tune
and
behind
then-
him as he goes.
Okay. Make 3 persuasion checks. Just make the rolls.
Nat 1.
Okay.
That was the first one.
That was to the cultists.
That's
Oh, those cultists.
13.
We don't know if they were cultists.
And
They were cultists. Just happened to
then
use cultist
14.
stats.
Okay.
They
A couple
were
people
You can
are
feel it.
cultural and
talking to
historical
you.
enthusiasts.
Some
You
people
feel it
just
in my
walk
bones.
off. See, have you heard the good news? Nope. They nope right out
I've
there.
heard no good news lately.
You, as you begin talking,
Haven't you noticed the sky is clear and blue
some
and
of them
sunny?
are
No.
more interested in hearing your end of killing the Kraken than any of
Then-
the religious stuff.
Of
But
course.
you have the attention of some people right now.
Mhm.
Speak and let Gregory give you a jaunty tune behind you as you do. Yeah, no.
So you now have a general crowd kind of in front of you.
Cool. Speak. Brothers and sisters!
By crowd, I mean like 4 to 6 people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a crowd in this
It's
town.
packed. Full house.
Just walks by and like, oh, look how many people there are. I guess we
I
can't make
came
it
to
in.
C7 and they're packed in like
They
so
will
many-
listen to me. I cast thaumaturgy. My voice booms.
I can charm person a few times if you want.
Yeah,
We're gonna have fake believers.
that will go over well.
Amazing.
So now they have their attention. What you can do?
Tell them?
Simple. You
I don't have any specific plans or
have
specific...
their attention.
I don't
All
have
you
any
do, eat
specific things to roleplay say.
Okay.
Savin's just speaking.
Are you trying to straight up convert them, or are you gonna try to like work them around the whole like, hey, so there's this guy called Tide.
I'm gonna kind of direct them more toward the Temple of Tide, where
Okay.
they would speak to Tide to get like full details, sort of thing.
Okay.
This is what you're signing up for.
Tide.
Terms and conditions.
You kind of
Have
talk
to
to the
go
back
to
of your
the
head.
recruiting office
Yeah,
for more
buddy.
information.
So I've done kind of the one-on-one thing with you and some of your friends because, you know, I'm starved for attention. But I don't want to make the constant general appearance because eventually, if everything goes well, that's going to be too demanding. But you get specific notable ones, I may make appearances, and I'll decide who's specifically notable.
Of course.
All right.
I'm new to this sort of thing.
Frankly, so am I. It's been too long.
Just like riding a bike.
Except
So-
not at all like that.
You kind of, do you guys want to like schedule a pilgrimage of folks to the Temple of Tide?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah. He wants to head that way at some point, anyways.
I'd like to cast pilgrimage.
Cool. Make a roll a charisma check or persuasion check.
Oh, no, charisma. Charisma would be so much better, but that's still pretty good.
How would charisma
Which
be
one did you
better
say?
than persuasion?
Because I don't have proficiency. If it was a saving throw, like a charisma saving throw style sort of thing.
The mob insults
It
you.
would just
Feel
be
good
a
about
check
it.
either way, and not a saving throw.
It's a 19.
19. Oh, okay.
Dwarves just persuade.
You get 4 of them. Like, okay, yeah, sure. All right. So you want to see what's her face?
Lilith and Val.
and Val home.
Yes.
Which is halfway on the way to Tide.
Thank you for your time and your service. Now go back underground into the dark and never come back.
I would also like to inquire if there's any way we can help.
Once you can.
Okay.
Things that just to repay the favor.
Um.
Repay the favor
You
for the
gave them
favor.
a sword.
Anyone else want to do any particular things?
No.
Yes.
'Kay.
And to cash in.
All right.
I want my power.
We'll do that at the night. Do you want to, on the road
To be
trip,
fair, it's not gonna matter. But
pop by
doesn't
the Temple
matter
of
to
Lore,
you.
pick up sailors, and then
Yeah, I guess if we're stop there too and talk to the sailors there as well.
Although I guess actually Idris doesn't necessarily have to do it now.
You
Because
can't
Roach
force
is a god. He can do whatever he wants.
okay.
Yes.
Um,
he speaks of the death of the Kraken and how Tide played the role.
So
Idris
the
can wait until
evening,
he's far away and nobody can stop him.
the evening comes. You guys go to your general rest. Idris, if you would like to attempt to commune with Groomsh at this moment.
Actually, I've changed my mind. I'm gonna wait until I can do it in privacy where nobody can interfere.
Oh, I mean, you could go outside or into the
Yeah,
stable.
that's not suspicious at all.
Where are you going?
You can wander
Now
into
to
the
see Captain
plains,
Sue.
find a certain cairn,
Why isn't
have a
she
chat
here?
there.
Don't know.
We're meeting somewhere else.
Obviously.
Obviously. we're
Okay, so
meeting
you're
at the
gonna do it
ships in
later.
privacy.
Okay, cool. Torn, roll a percentile.
Oh, a percentile.
Why is Tori rolling?
Because I'm good. That's a
Not for very
24.
long.
Or it's a 420.
So
Nice.
in the morning, you wake up. You feel the face. It's like you didn't shave this morning, but
You didn't.
But, no, that's it.
Alright.
Let's just go ahead and go on our trip.
Road trip.
Road trip. So
Road trip.
you guys.
Who's road tripping?
Yeah, who is road tripping?
Who's
Rowan is
tripping?
not.
At least
Rowan can trip,
Torin,
but he can't
Torin,
go
Savin, and crew.
Torrin, Savin, and crew. So the 4 sailors you picked up.
Mm-hmm.
That leaves the 3
And
of
then
us.
Valerie.
4 of us.
And then the elf and the
Rowan is
dwarf like
invalid now.
Where are you
He's
going?
not an
Where are you
invalid.
going to?
He just
Handicapped.
he's just
Special.
unique. Yes, he's more unique now.
So
Eh.
does the rest of the people want to come along?
Yes, he's more unique because there's a clone of him now. That's how that
Come
works.
along. Where are
No.
we could pick up your
Valerie?
sailors.
To deliver Valerie?
Yes.
Why?
Valerie.
They're in the opposite direction.
They've been staying
We're
at the
heading
Temple
that
of
way.
Lore. No, we're
You
not.
can pick-
We're not heading by the Temple of
Torin
Lore.
and
You guys are
Savin.
heading by
The Temple of Lore
You
is
all
in the
are.
opposite
I'm not.
direction.
No, you
Well,
are, or else I'm going to instantly kill absolutely everybody and burn this out into the ground.
Wait, what's happening?
I refuse.
Oh, okay.
Because
The
what?
Underdark exploded.
Matt,
Basically,
Aren't we here? Laura's here.
no,
No.
Tide's there.
Tide's there.
Tide's here.
Lore is
Down.
Down.
Lore is down
And to the left.
to the left.
More.
More.
Lore is like
You remember where we crashed?
I
Laura's
wasn't
like-
there.
Lore is like 10 miles out of your way.
Priory is right there,
Yeah.
and then Lore.
Turn 10. Isn't Lore up here?
Lore is the priority.
Well, anyways, Laura
No,
isn't
the
too out of the
priory
way.
It
is
is
the Priory,
a little
which
out
is
of the way,
where
but it's not entirely out of the way. Basically,
It's
it's a
like
detour
over here.
in then you get.
Yeah.
Instead of
And
going straight through the
Priory
wilderness, we're
is
gonna hit a
where
town first
Little
for a little
temple
more
of Lord
walking.
is.
Tide is all the way over here.
Yeah.
The
And
And
mountains
that way,
are here.
Rakanto
The
doesn't
Temple of
also
Lords is down here.
suffer
There's no reason for us
a
to go there.
crippling, like this king,
It's
Technically on the way, but
and,
not really. No.
It's
is grim
way
country.
out of the way.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so like, if we don't want the king to be
We
gross,
have to go
then
straight
like,
down.
we
and
gotta
then
go to the
cross.
temple. 'Cause that's
Okay.
where Lolth is. Anyway,
Okay,
Still
we're
need
going to the temple,
sailors.
guys.
What temple?
Which temple?
uh,
I don't know.
Lord?
Temple of Lore.
Are you taking everybody?
You
Fine.
can.
But if not, rocks fall and everyone dies.
No, see, then the Earth's core is actually hollow because Idris's soul. So,
Oh.
anyway, yeah, the
we're all
Earth,
going to the temple.
the Earth is.
Yes, we're
You don't
going
have
to
to
the
all
temple.
go, but
It'll be more
there's gonna be a
interesting.
detour, and
I
yeah.
don't want to go to the
You don't want to see your friends?
She doesn't have any friends. She just has a sugar daddy.
What happened to your crew? Do you not
I
care
don't
about
have any
them?
money.
I mean,
It's the other
they
way
were-
around.
I only had them really for one ride.
Which hasn't finished yet.
So
This is true. Their contract. Under obligation.
Technically, they're supposed to continue with you.
I left them there for safekeeping. They're still safe. It's
Well, then
fine.
they'll be leaving soon, though. Might as well grab them.
I
now.
could just send them a letter. Oh, here's what I'll do. You guys, you can take a letter to them.
Okay.
Come back.
So
That's
essentially
what
what's
it
happening
says.
is, as you guys are heading out, make like a forward base camp, you take some folks and everyone else go with you. Do you want to go with him?
the
Go.
temple?
Do you want to stay with base camp?
What? Oh. I'll stay.
Okay, you're staying with base camp. You going or you staying?
No, I'm staying.
Alright, stay.
Rowan still needs a new leg.
Okay.
Rowan is looking for a leg.
Uh,
Or somebody who can make him a leg. Idris just wants to stay as close to the boat as possible.
okay, so you just
He
staying by the
doesn't
boat,
trust
like
Stephen.
completely inside? Staying in the city?
What?
So you just stay in the city entirely?
Yes.
Okay.
He instantly
Rowan,
dies.
Rowan's able to find a peg leg.
Yeah, Rowan has a peg leg.
Find some.
Which currently,
Look, a stick.
Currently belongs to
Vol-
somebody else.
Vol is giving
I
him
need
the
that
peg leg
man's leg.
on loan because he's assuming that between him and Torin and Gregory, a better leg can be made for you.
When our powers combine, we shall make leg. I would like to cast.
So
leg.
would Rowan like to go with group or chill with dear old dad in the city?
She'd very much like to do neither of those things.
chill with dear old dad and my own son's
He's
body?
like, I'm going to find another inn somewhere.
Where's the map?
He wants to go
hang on.
You
north.
could
So
go
my
to the Temple
son-
of Lore and then just stay there. Or that area.
He wants
Rowan
to go
is
north
gonna
to
go
that.
here.
Okay. Rowan begins traveling north.
Goodbye,
By
Rowan.
himself.
Actually, no, probably actually that island way over there.
Oh,
It's as far away from everybody else as possible.
You are sort of traveling the same direction as the rest of the group at the moment.
And we say a hearty
Not traveling
goodbye.
with them, they just happen to be going the same direction as me. for
Alright,
now.
so as you
Goodbye,
guys
Rowan.
who are traveling that way set up base camp,
50 feet gap.
Um,
Hey, guys.
your tower is phenomenally
No,
useful. at the
you
moment
say goodbye
with
and then we
people
just
with you.
walk in the same direction.
Do you travel solo to the rest of the way to the temple, or are you bringing lost sailors with you, or are you? This is the
Lost
Temple of Lore,
sailors
not
of
the Temple of
sea.
Time at the moment.
They're not lost.
An
They're
adventure.
I mean-
Adventure.
I didn't even remember
I
what
suppose
names
I
are.
would go by myself. If they followed, I would not stop
right
them.
there.
But
Okay. You do go by yourself then,
James,
to
Henry,
find more.
Demetrius,
and you go to the Temple of Lore.
Jason.
Jason's dead.
Is the Temple of Lore literally just a temple, or is it in another
James.
city?
It's a
Henry?
temple overlooking the ocean.
Sam.
Okay, so
What?
it's literally
If I
just
switch
by
to
itself.
It's by itself. It's a rather
Your-
large-ish,
Your
like
arrow.
French Gothic building.
Mhm.
Kind of depends, but yes.
Jim's was
why?
with you.
Okay. I
Oh,
was
Jim's
wondering,
Jim's with you
Would it be
Yeah.
like just kind of
because
I mean, like,
no one else knows who you
I could go
are
like this,
there.
but see how
His
this
yeah?
thing
True.
gets stuck there.
Yeah.
True.
So,
I was just wondering.
as you walk inside,
Just looking
there's
at it
this
like-
there's
Thank you for not
a
actually
tile
doing that.
style floor of
It's kind of
a
painful
laurel
sometimes.
wreath and a harp and scroll and
Mhm.
stuff.
I've never been here before.
As the large wooden double doors open up, and two of you enter inside. Just, hey, I'll get the other guys for you.
Picks up
That's
that
not-
DM
Yeah,
screen.
that's what it is.
I like
Rah.
You're all weak. All of you, weak.
You're not wearing a sweater, so.
I know, I'm in my natural habitat now.
So,
It's probably not. No.
what's his face? Oh, I know what I can do. Can you open up that door
I'm
and
like a
turn the
little
fan on in there? So that way we can get the air out through the
I may only slap you once or
because
twice.
this fan
Yeah,
is.
do things.
I don't like this whole thing. Anyway,
Is there a switch for the fan? Or?
yes, this is the other switch.
Ah, much better.
There you go.
If I didn't have long sleeves, this would be so much better.
So,
Why
you
are
see
you wearing yeah?
I have my reasons.
half elf and 2 humans come out to you. And
And
first
2
one says,
half-elves who look the same, except for one of them is younger.
Hello?
The other has a
Hello.
big
Jim said you had something to
Sweet
tell us about.
This is the same age as Rowan.
Yeah, I am
That's
the
what we're gonna have to-
I'm currently the servant of Tide. The Kraken is dead.
Yeah, that's up each.
Well, they look about the same.
That's good news.
If you would like to come, I can. Perhaps you join.
They're all werewolves, run.
Ah!
You see 5 giants appear, each with 4 heads. Man, if the party had been. I'm kidding.
Yikes!
Alright.
That's just rude, Ben.
You wanna.
I invite them to come to see with their own eyes the glory of Tide.
Oh my gosh.
I mean.
It's Clyde.
Roll
all
persuasion
over.
real quick.
Oh my gosh, their names are almost the same too.
Tide and Clyde. You see Clyde. Tom's Tide.
Oh, hell died.
All hail Tide.
He did a lot of cards in his younger D&D days.
That is a natural 20.
Yeah, sure. Alright. Dimitri's like, sounds good. Nick is like, I mean, I got nothing else going on, so I guess might as well. Hey, have you seen the captain recently?
The captain?
Yeah.
Oh, you must mean Captain Sue.
Yeah.
Yes, she's with us in. What was the name of the city? Jim's?
Tyrantown?
Tyrantown, yes. She's in Tyrantown at the moment.
Okay.
Getting the ship all fixed up.
Alright, good. Well, I guess we can get back to
So
work
you
pretty
didn't come
soon.
on the ship at all?
Yes.
Alright, that sounds good.
Oh, Sue's forgotten all about you. She doesn't care about you.
I mean, we
I
figured,
sent
which is why we
him
started
with
the
a
murder cult,
letter.
but
I don't remember who was going that way, but I sent them
it
with a
was
letter.
Jim's and
I'm assuming you probably would have given it to Jim's.
Sure.
If
Jim
Jim's
has a letter that tells the rest of the crew to come back because we are finishing our tour.
Alright, about time to do
3-hour
something.
tour.
Yep.
Our magical mystery.
They
tour.
travel with you. So now the
It's been
4
half of those.
generic sailors.
Can I
Jim's.
also retcon that I grabbed all the water-breathing masks that were not in use
Sure.
back in...
One of them?
Well, if anyone was keeping them or using them. Because there was the one we
The
would get for
water-breathing
sure.
cap.
Well, I don't need mine. I have the cap, so.
Rowan
Yeah.
needs it because he's going to swim to an
Oh,
island.
there were caps and masks?
Well, I got the cap from
Beating back sharks as he goes.
benefactor.
So where are the masks? What are the masks?
Just punches them all in
Max
the nose
water
and keeps
breathing.
swimming.
Are
I
there,
don't remember how many there were.
from when?
Him with
There
that
was
one
from-
weight belt.
You can
Well,
only do
The
the
same
breaststroke.
from the factory.
Didn't Lilith have one?
Yes, but
There
she,
was
she doesn't do it
four.
anymore.
So that means I
Just go
probably have
underground.
2
There's not water underground.
from the one we were getting, and then
It's not like there's a water table or anything.
So
That doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
there's the 3
It's not like there's the
Pacific
other
sailors,
Mhm.
Jim's, and then the 4 NPC
Yeah.
sailors. And then
NPC sailors.
not Rowan or Idris, but the rest of the party all pushes away into the mountains. You come across some small creatures, a couple of close encounters, but
the
with
food.
your large number of people, you're able to deter many threats. Using your tower and some of the tents and things that you guys have, setting up camps is pretty easy. Once you had a close run-in with another Etten, but you just kind of hold up in your tower.
we threw the tower at it.
Hold up in the tower with the rest of the civilians, and convinced it through many pointy means to go elsewhere, and it left you guys
and also
alone.
the point that it can't really get to us.
So you guys continue on your way, and you make your way up to the mountain,
Certain forms of
where
partial negotiation.
you get to
Aggressive negotiations.
Yes.
near the top of the mountain. And once you get near the top of the mountain,
It wakes up.
Lilith goes up to Torin. Preferred if we didn't let some of these strangers know our exact location. If you could maybe set up camp and leave them behind for a little bit.
Of course.
Ooh.
Tell them we're going to be setting up camp here.
Okay.
And
How far was the Temple of Tide from the mountains? I'm guessing it was a couple
Mountains is central,
Who else did we take?
and then like central of the island, and then it's
So like multiple days. It's not
yeah,
just a quick
it's
walk.
been like a day
Everyone
to
but
get.
these three?
Like
Got it.
it's gonna be a couple days. Yeah.
Everyone of who?
Okay.
Yes. I don't know. A bunch of his sailors, apparently.
My sailors.
Every
They're not my
protect him
sailors.
from
I don't need
Stefan.
sailors.
We're
There will
not
be soon.
killing Stefan.
Then he can't get the boat.
They will
I
most
just
likely
wanted
end
to
up
see
working
the
for
entire time
Captain
ago, this
Sue to sail
conversation
her boat.
happens every day.
Because she needs a crew.
Can we leave now?
Okay, please, can we leave? No. But can we kill Stefan? No, we can't.
So,
kill Stefan.
Savin, Gregory, Sue, Torin, Jims, and Lilith and Val. If you guys all want to go up together, that means that Frank, Dimitri, and Nick are kind of de facto in charge of the other four sailors.
Dimitri and Nick.
None of them know the password to your tower, so
Why are they going along with them instead of going back to Town like the letter said?
because they're going
Because
to
I
Temple
natural
Tide.
20 convinced them to come to Tide's temple.
Well, they're weak. They need to be fired.
Yes.
It's not like the boat's gonna be ready when we get back. It'll probably be a little
It's not
bit
like
as
you need a
well.
crew or anything, Sam.
You still need a
There's
crew.
tons of sailors just lying around here. We can just take any number of them. We can just
If they join
Yeah, but
Tide,
they're not
they'll
my
be
crew.
Aquaman. They won't need a ship.
So, you guys get up to the area, and Luke says, well, if any of you would like, I can give you a glimpse of our city.
I would like that.
Anyone else?
Yes. Of course.
All right.
I suppose.
Who can't see in the dark?
I lost my dark vision.
I can see in the dark
I
now.
used to be able to see.
Well,
Just what the
they
world
used
is
to
like
be in
the
the
dark.
sea.
I'm sure we can get some torches.
Nope, no torches here.
You guys can
She
turn
goes
back
to
down.
a
Used to be stone.
to what seems to be
Sounds like
completely
stone.
smooth stone, and presses a series of hidden like buttons recessed into the stone that looks just naturally part of it. And
Quick, memorize the pattern.
all right, this is gonna be a little cramped, and a small
Say what?
stone platform
I don't think any of them are that smart.
opens up, and you all crowd onto it,
Really smart.
and you uncomfortably.
I will be smarter soon.
You kind of, the guys of you who are on the end, you
I
feel
get caught
like
on a rock and just start.
feel like
sure, just like guys.
like your shoulders rubbing against the stone on the way down. It's like, okay, this is kind of tight.
Get to
I
the
have-
bottom.
good thing I
Rock
have-
burn.
good thing I have crab armor.
Oh yeah, you use this awful Hulk
And
all the way down.
I want to have that buffed out.
Makes such a great comedy.
It's fine.
And then the door opens up, and for those of you with dark vision, you see immediately a shield wall, crossbows and spears at the ready. There's a horde of dwarves.
Horde of dwarves.
Lilith steps forward and says,
Horde of dwarves.
It's all right. It's all right. They're with me. I'm back, and
They all break out into cheering. Group hug.
And then
They
I
all break
persuade
out
them
into
to make me
goblins.
their king.
Duragar, the one that you saw earlier,
Mhm.
offsword. Good. We were worried. We weren't really sure we'd see you both back again. Is the beast dead?
It's dead.
So no other people will try to have a harebrained strategy to rush through here to find a way out of this island. That's good. That's good. Well, thank you.
Of course. And if there's anything
You
that
need a refill of magic missile.
if there's anything that you need help with, I would be glad to help.
Kind of looks off in the distance. Does the rest of your group share this sentiment?
I totally missed what was said.
Same. Not here, but I wanted.
Alcohol fire.
He offered to help however possible.
Yes, of course.
I am not a fan
Dude.
of being this far into the earth.
So,
What?
Sue's not here.
I'm not here.
We're not here.
So you're in the
Those
town. You're right.
Those three are not here.
Okay.
Cheers, mate.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Forgot because you're lame. All right. So.
I am
So
so
look at
we
you-
and you is we, and we are all together.
All right.
Good.
I won't force any of you to hold to this, but
I'm gonna have to kill you.
let's
now.
take a look.
I will
Jim's there.
come.
I'll help however I can. Although my boss may have some words for me, but if I'm freed up, I'll see what I can do. I'd love to see more of this place. He is looking directly at Valerie. Anyway, so,
I'd love to see more of this place.
Which way is Valerie facing again?
not at him. She's just kind of looking back at home and
He's just like,
there is stone over my head. I won't fall up. Everything's good. Everything's good. Oh, hey, James.
I'd love to see more of this place.
So they take you through some stone. Some of it looks rather like ancient Greek architecture and Roman.
Savin
domes
would
as
like to
well.
attack Torin.
No.
I'm not saying I'm trying to land a hit.
And when you first start walking through, torches are lit, and some more torches are beginning to light up in there as well, brightening the place up a bit. And you see that where you are right now appears to be very bare bones architecture. It's just squared off or rounded pillars going up, supporting simple archways, simple domes. And the deeper you get into the city, it starts becoming more carved, more intricate, but also more collapsed and war-torn, until you get to a point where there's a large brass or golden dome, or what appears to be like a central Senate building, but a good quarter to a third of the dome has been collapsed, caved in. Several of the walls have crumbled entirely. There's blast marks and scorch marks and a general scent of decay in the area. And there's a
Smells like hell.
sort of a hole in the wall and also kind of the floor that's like cracked open, and some kind of grayish smoke seeping out of it. That right there is the breach into the true Underdark. That's what we're trying to keep sealed.
Well, if you need a bit of a wooden weld, I do have some lava and some water and just.
See, I thought you were gonna say, I don't think my finger can plug that up.
I'm gonna say stone weld.
Stone welding.
Nothing we've tried has worked, but we're open to suggestions.
Just cover the whole thing with this.
Well, I
You
mean,
tried having it draw a card.
they can't break the obsidian quickly if they don't have a diamond pick. So,
we
So,
all know
quick, for those of you present, please make perception checks. And James.
I just want to know what it would be.
Natural 20.
natural 20.
And
natural 10.
Natural 20!
well, Valerie gets a natural 1 because she's currently looking at Jim's looking around.
Ignis would have had a total 20.
Those two are just taking turns checking each other out.
One of these days, they'll see each other, look at each other, like, oh!
So they're
Oh!
only looking at the other person when the other person's not paying attention.
It's like, oh, that's what color your eyes are. Oh.
Oh, that's your face.
Oh, you're a halfling. Oh.
I thought you were a
Um,
short, beardless
So,
dwarf.
as you're looking at the breach and contemplating, like, I'm not sure I can pour the lava in one go, but like if I keep it going generally like, slowly, I might be able to like plug it all up, and maybe I can get this to work. But you do notice that the sort of like the cave system that goes underneath there, every time you look at it, it looks different. Like it doesn't quite point the same way it did before. Almost like it's a vein, like a living vein, as opposed to a solid stone
I
structure,
don't know about you, Ben, but my veins don't move around everywhere.
like pulsing and stuff. You two, as you're looking around, you see.
And now pumps the blood, which is like creatures.
You look down and you see some crossbow bolts. Torin sniffing it. The poison smells familiar. And you look over and you see on Lilith's hip,
yeah.
same type of crossbow, same bolts. And she's looking very grim looking around here. Savin, as you're looking around, you see some old skeletons.
Old skeletons?
Some of them appear to be short, very sturdy, and appear to be dwarvish.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also see some rotting bodies. Make a nature check real quick.
I'm okay at those. That is a 12.
12.
That was okay.
Taller, lither skeletons as well. And from some of the non-decayed bodies, you see there's some drow, similar to Lilith. All the ones that aren't decayed, or fully decayed, as far as you can tell, they're all female. And you also see some not quite fully decayed dwarf bodies, and they are grayish, white beard and hair, kind of gray, dead eyes as well. And as you both take a little bit closer look,
Oh my god.
I don't know, Jason just pushed.
with a degree of morbid curiosity, you both sort of start looking at one of the bodies that seems to be the furthest forward, and you're currently walking away a good 20 feet from the rest of the party, and you both see something's off with the body. I want you to make another perception check.
Both of us?
Yes.
Wait,
Both
just them?
get
Just them.
eaten and die.
That was a 15.
That is a perception, you say?
Mm-hmm.
That is a 14.
Okay.
Either of you notice?
I set the DC at 15.
Oh.
You see worms, maggots, unpleasantness.
I was gonna say the same thing.
But you see, kind of in the back of the neck, worming out a purplish worm that begins squirming away.
Ah! Yuck.
I am confused.
Watch the star spawn off.
I say nothing.
Alright,
though.
Okay.
It's the what's it called?
Turning to
Demogorgon.
turning to the dwarf
Oh,
with him,
yeah.
ask in dwarvish, how often
Or it
do
could be the
how often do the
brain eaters from
dark elves
Clone
attack?
Wars.
Nah, sometimes
Do not know that.
every
Some
day.
emotions.
Sometimes they wait a week apart. They seem to have a schedule, stick to it, and then they break it off for a while. And then they have a new tactic they stick with, and they break that for a while. It seems that they're trying to stay a little unpredictable. But after they begin their patterns, then their patterns are predictable. So if I were to try to guess at what type of general's leading them, I'd say not foolish, but inexperienced. They only have the one way they know of entering, so I might be underestimating them.
Looks like they don't have much to work with.
They only have that one entrance, and there's a kill box in there, and they can't mine through the rift. Which means that when they have started digging in, they have to get a little further in the rift. So we've countered that by building towers closer up so we can get into...
Wait a second. Why don't you just plant the tower in front of it?
I have my tower. Well, knowing the dark elves, they'll figure something out.
They always do.
I wonder how long it'll be before they start throwing their men up front to take the hits for them, so they can rush through.
That's what we're waiting for. The part I really don't understand is why do this at all? Why the shock tactics? Why the expansion? There's not much on this island. There's resources, but
Not much the dark elves can use that they don't already have.
as far as slaves go, well, maybe they don't know there's only a small population up there.
Maybe they don't know what they're going for.
And the Dark Elves and Duergar are working together. Back when I was with the Duergar, we were fierce rivals, and I quit out of pride when they started working together. And then everything started going wrong, and turns out that these regular dwarves aren't completely without honor either. I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, a lot of this is personal survival. I'm not altruistic like Lilith here, or whatever you guys are doing, but something's not right.
You're right. I've heard stories of the dark elves, but this doesn't quite add up.
Every once in a while, they seem to have tamed some insane creature to travel with them, but they don't seem to have any reliable source of those.
What kind of creatures?
Once they came with this one-eyed
One horn flying purple people.
creature, 3 fingers, 3 toes, bipedal. Maybe it was once a man or an elf turned into something. Maybe it was always like that. But it had this sort of crippling gaze it would use.
The aberrations of the Underdark.
I've seen a few things like that when I was there, but we killed them or steered clear of them. Working with them was insane, which is why I imagined they were trying something unpredictable, but for the time we're good. But
Okay.
if we have need, which we may soon, we'll send Lilith to get you. She's known to the town people, I assume, now?
Somewhat.
Okay. Cook up some story about how she's adventuring in the forest up there, right?
Small ones, yes.
She's adventuring in the forest and sometimes goes in and out, and we'll send her to find you guys. Worst comes to worst, we'll figure something out.
Alright. I think several of our party plan on departing from the island, but I'll be here.
If all else fails, we'll have and we're desperate, we do have a way we can get in contact. I know you now. You know me.
That's a little disturbing. I know you now.
There are items that can aid communication. Although I fear that they seem to lock into the... And it's fine, I'm sure. We'll deal with that later. But for now, I want to put those torches out.
Alright.
So as you guys are led back through the city, torches being turned off when you're passing. Before you, everyone leaves, Jim's walks up to Valerie. Well, I'm sure I'll see you again. Valerie's like, yeah.
No, they both start crying.
And he smiles and nods and quickly walks away. And she kind of goes a different way entirely. You guys have, again, less cramped, but still shoulders to the walls, elevator right up.
Haha.
You guys get back to the tower. You spend some more time traveling, rest for the next night, and you travel again as you make your way on Youth Day to the Temple of Tide.
Youth Day.
It's the holiday. It's Tuesday the 13th of
Been
June.
there.
Yeah.
I'm in the town where the holiday would be happening.
Oh, you youth.
So the sailors, including Jim, who hasn't actually been this far out on the island, see the Temple of Tide.
Far out.
And
Does it still look kind of like a more or
like
less
something Tide
abandoned
would say.
sea shack or whatever it was? To begin
it looks less abandoned, like someone's gotten rid of some of the algae and spruced the place up a bit. Still kind of crumbly.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like someone's done a little something with the place.
Mm-hmm.
Walking inside, some of the sailors are like, so my grandpa wasn't kidding when he told me about this place.
And I guess 2 at a time, I would like to take them through with the water-breathing masks.
Okay.
And after that, well, while doing that, I kind of tell them more or less all I know about Tide in this place and whatnot.
Are you gonna make sure nobody steals anything?
Okay.
Yes, I'm going to make sure no one steals anything.
Alright.
And then
If I
after
was
I
there.
cycle everyone through, I'm going to go back down myself, and I would like to put the sword under the tapestry.
Okay.
And I'm going to leave it there.
Okay. So as you take,
Sounds so
make 3
Make 3.
persuasion checks.
No, just make 3.
That one is a 6. That one is a 7. And that one is an 8.
Is that including your stuff?
Yes. They're not very good. It's a little hard for them to understand me under the water. The last group got more than the first group. The last group actually got some information.
Okay.
Maybe you should have done that before going
Well, I'm
down.
talking about the stuff under the water.
So as you
Under the sea.
Under the sea.
with the
Under
last
the
group,
sea.
just for simplicity's sake, I'm gonna say somebody loaned them another breathing apparatus so that
So
Frank,
one guy didn't.
Dimitri, and Nick can all go together.
I mean, you would have had yours.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Three Musketeers.
So they go underwater.
Three
And
amigos. The Three Stooges.
No.
okay.
They're not funny, they just get
And
lost.
as with the last group, when you put your sword on a pedestal underneath the tapestry of the Kraken Killer, as you put the sword, the shark skin wrapping of the sword kind of like holds on to your hand until you release it entirely, and then begin kind of tying itself to the pedestal, like a no one else touch it.
Weird.
And the
Don't like it.
tapestry,
Not the spookiest last night.
you see kind of a dark spot on it starts to happen, and one of the ears of the guy in the tapestry
Nice.
kind of comes off, and the other one spreads out a little more fin-like, and what was before an optical illusion of it being blue now turns blue and shifts a bit more,
I became the prophecy.
and now it is you in the tapestry.
prophecy.
We could have had a satyr underwater if I had only known.
That would have been funny.
And as Frank and Dimitri kind of look at this, Nick takes another look around at the tapestries, and you all swim up. As you get up to the slightly submerged altar,
Yes.
the water starts trailing out of your seashell necklace
Pendant thingamajigger.
and begins swirling over the altar and begins building up a bit more, and then solidifies entirely into Ocean Dad,
Nice.
Ocean
To
Dad.
actual ocean
To
dad?
actual
or like
ocean
okay.
dad. Human size.
So not like a water statue.
Not like the
thing.
water hologram has been, but like actual Ocean Dad.
Yeah, Ocean Dad.
Ah,
The ocean.
You
Dad
know,
was the
I,
friends we made along the
I
way.
wasn't thinking about making an appearance, but you know, it's just been too long. And so those others are.
The real ocean dad was inside of us all along.
Ocean dad is
So-
always here. In my heart. No! In this necklace, you fool!
So
Don't say
I'm
silly
not going
things.
to cut corners here, guys. I'm in a rough spot, emotionally, physically, spiritually, technically, but don't take that weird. The thing
I'm
is,
having trouble believing in myself.
the more people that I have actively believing in me, that gives me more influence over a lot of the ocean. Essentially, I can do things passively as opposed to actively doing it. And the more followers I have, the more benefits I can give. Smoother passage in and out of these ports. I can have nicer weather in this area.
Guys, travel.
Hair,
You know. But after I get back to, if I can get back to my glory days, oh, then the
ship
power I
sail
have.
itself.
No longer so local, not a minor deal ocean god. A real big deal like I used to be. So guys, if you'd like to follow me, you get this cool little clubhouse. You get some nice perks. And my boy Savin here, he kind of pats on the shoulder, won't be so alone in the world. He is my only cleric, my only follower. And
Hey.
I'm the clerk.
he's just so alone. He's the only one who journeyed out here to see me, and you know, it just means a lot.
Simon's kind of uncomfortable and he's tried his best not to show it, but it's really hard.
So let's see.
Actually. He's doing a pretty good job at hiding it.
Okay. Two of the four guys who were like, look, Grandpa taught me two things, okay? He taught me to always listen to blue people and to never join a cult. I don't know where he got that advice from, but I'm just gonna, thank you, no thank you. It was a lovely tour. Nice to meet you, Mr. Tide. I'm gonna go home
Smite!
to where no one's waiting for me, okay? Cool, yeah.
I would like to cast... What is that cantrip? Sacred Flame.
Crispy.
Does any wish to speak again?
Now, Savin, you know we don't approve of that on Saturdays. It is, in fact, Wednesday, so you're good for that.
He definitely is Clyde.
So, another guy's like, I'm just gonna, I'm not really like the whole following type, so I'm good. But then she started like, yeah, I think I'd like to stay here. And Nick is looking at Tide.
Just looking at time.
I'm in.
Diminishing returns.
Lost a sailor. Not necessarily.
They're weak.
That's true.
Weak.
That's true. Sam doesn't care about the sailors anyway.
Nah, I've moved on.
Frank is there.
Capture
You know,
Miranda and have her do all the work.
what exactly is all entailed in following you? Do we have to stay here? Do we have to, like, I don't know, blood pact or anything like that? No, nothing like that. Basically what happens is, be my friend, talk to me sometimes, offerings, you know,
Presents are great.
presents are great, you know, just keep it kind of chill, don't do anything too crazy, please, no blood sacrifices, that's, I mean, unless it's fish, like, seafood's nice, but, don't go harming wildlife for my sake, you know, just don't be a jerk. How about that? Just don't be a
No
jerk.
plastic bottles in the ocean, and
Yeah,
I
clean
like
up after
this deity.
yourself.
He's like, his only rule is like, guys, just don't be jerks. It's fine.
It's Ocean Dad, come on. He's
Yeah,
lovely.
you know, we're good.
He's obviously not
Figure
Clyde.
it. So like I can do this on
Is
the.
there anything
Oh
I
yeah,
wouldn't do?
sailors are my
Definitely
thing.
anything I
So
wouldn't.
like you
It's a
know,
fine line.
wherever you go, buddy, that's good with me. Just don't go to hell. Don't do it.
Literally, don't go to hell.
I can't help you there.
It's kind of
exactly.
likes
Water.
fire, not really my thing.
Also, elements of flame and fire don't go there either.
Yeah, I'm kind of steam man there.
Steam Dad.
Steam dad don't work so good.
Steam Deck, except for gives you great deals on video games.
And Dimitri's like, I'll, yeah, alright, yeah, gonna think about this whole revelation thing, elsewhere, but, do you ever, like, desperately need us to do things? Nah, usually not. I just, you know, at the moment I'm getting a safety net of belief for survival. Oh, okay. So, like, you could die? Oh, yeah, he was sent to kill me, but, you know, that's all in the past. You're like, look at you.
And now I don't think I can. Yeah, hold on one moment. Yeah, I can't hide that.
You're like,
It's very awkward.
look, we're all past it. You see, how would you feel if no one believed in you? Just absolutely no one. Your parents don't exist. You're a primal force of nature, and no one believes in you, you know? And then you're just, like, stuck somewhere forever, and no one listens to you, no one believes you, no one cares you're there, and then somebody tries to take all your stuff and kick you under the carpet. It's like that, but forever. So, when I have believers, I'm not like that. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So are all gods like that? No. Oh, so how do... Don't ask. Okay. Sure, I'm in. Great. That's 5-4. So I think today was good. Seven, buddy. You the man. Just
How is Ocean Dad getting younger the whole time?
the more people that keep following him.
Oh,
You notice that smell white in his beard. Get a little more salt and
Gonna
pepper.
become Ocean Bro pretty soon.
Ocean Bro.
I mean, he's basically
He's like
the
sitting on the
surfer boy.
beach with a surfboard and like a mug of.
So,
or
Killer waves
All right.
out there, bro.
Good time. Good time.
totally.
So, sailors
Do you
join back
have an
with the group.
exit buddy?
Do you have- That's young Ocean Dad.
Yes.
So I guess we start heading back to
Heading back to town.
Cut it. Ah, you let it go.
Oh, you ruined the bear.
You guys make your way back to town.
Micah, both of you.
Oh no, he ruined himself.
He freaking wrecked himself.
Wait, don't touch me.
No, he crashed himself.
Gonna have a nice conversation with yourself.
I think there's a third of you in there somewhere too.
I think there's, yeah, I have a bigger me
There's
somewhere.
3 to you.
There's also a giant golden you.
I have that.
So,
She is beautiful.
so you guys eventually make your way back to town. It is now the 15th of June.
When are Tessa and Halo leaving?
18th.
Ah,
Never reach
Time-
my eyes.
Time gap.
Oh,
So,
It's only 3 days.
Can we just skip to them leaving so we
It's
can
like
get off this
less
rock?
than a week until the
I
summer
don't think
solstice.
there's anything else that would be done
Yeah.
No.
at this point.
So when you make your way back to back
That's
to
the sun and
town,
moon going really fast in the sky.
The Skyrim.
on the last evening,
I was thinking more.
On
time
the
machine.
last evening.
before you guys are actually on the first evening there, you're at the dock. It's night, late traveling there. Kind of as you're, you know, in that kind of just before your sleep, but you're not really awake stage. 7. In your mind, you hear Ocean Dad.
Cool.
So
Come on, Ocean Dad in my dreams.
I told you I was keeping an eye on those
So we all
pirates,
bring up Ocean Dad then?
and I now have
Oh, man.
a little bit more
Not Rowan because they've never met him.
intel I can try to take.
They don't know who he
Is
is.
there anything you want to know?
I wanna know.
Tell
Can
me
you show
everything.
me? I wanna know.
I can.
Everything, because I know a lot of like.
Literally
details.
everything.
Okay.
I wanna know.
Uthrax, left-handed.
Savage.
What?
His second
Savage,
command,
for sure.
left-handed. Third in command, left-handed. I'm telling you, that man's got something weird going on. Okay, that's all the intel I got for you. I used all my power and done. No, I'm kidding. Like, if there's anything you want to know
Why is he
from
still here?
location, from
It's funny, but you don't know why.
who they are, like anything you want to look into.
Erect.
Does Savin
Constitution scores.
tell me how much HP they have? Does Savin know? See, now that we have the ink and stuff, does Savin know what the rest of the plan is for the party's quest?
I think they talked about they
You are
need the
barbarian.
Angel's Feather,
I know what it is.
which
When she leaves, I'm in charge, so.
I suppose Savin would
That's what
want to
you
know what their
Yeah.
route appears to
Greg has
be.
plans.
okay.
Because
Barbarian we should
he knows Sue is going to leave, so he's willing to
Barbarian
tell
actually
Sue
have.
that about these pirates who may
Right.
and what their route seems to be.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the route seems to be
Yeah.
they have been surrounding, kind of going around the island. They seem to be taking
Barbarian's husband.
1 or 2, but never more than 3 ships at a time, to either Port Recanto or port back on Mount Montajo. They seem to be specifically going east and west, but not much north and south. So they send 2, at most 3 ships at a time to resupply and restock the other ships at sea. They oftentimes do this incognito, but occasionally they'll do coastal raids. This way they don't reveal their total number and can seem slightly unrelated as different pirates attack. So if you're going to be heading towards Recanto or heading towards Mount Montajo,
But it's like Rowan. In fact, he can
you're
also
going to
keep
expect to
other
run
people
into them.
alive.
Who were they again?
So he's great.
These are the
He's
Red
just like, I don't
Ravens.
die. None of my friends die.
Thank you.
I got probably one more piece I can look up.
So I guess
Anything
he's
you need?
just like Rowan, except for he doesn't hear things.
now that the storms are cleared off and this island's no longer off limits, they may try to port here as a resupply dock.
Rowan, except for,
And that might change up their entire strategy.
Would you be able to tell me if the route changes?
I can keep an eye out for that, yeah.
A route to the route. I don't think there's anything else I need to know.
Alright.
need to route the route.
Well, nice talk. Okay.
Let me sleep.
Got the bug. Okay. You all are awake. It is Friday the 16th. A morning star appears. And we're gonna leave off tonight's episode there.
Yay.
I'm Ben Anderson.
I'm Kelton De La Cruz.
I'm Sam Tyler.
Michael Morrow.
Bye bye.
Where are we going? Grady.
This side of the table doesn't matter.
I'm not here, apparently.
That's your catchphrase, Grady.
Alright, bye bye.
No.
No.
Yes. We're forcing you to keep going, Ben.